music.
DJ The One exclusive.
You gotta love it, you gotta love it.
All these voices in my head, waking up in a cold sweat, thinking of the dead, taking blunts to the head, just to ease the pain. With these evil ass thoughts still racing through my brain. You would think I was insane if I told you what I seen. Did I really kill that nigga, or was it just another dream? Born with no fear, heart like a king, hustle in my blood, killer in my genes. One tell me to do it, the other say no. One tell me to stop, the other say go. My head's spinning, I don't know what to do. I would ask myself, but I don't know who is who. This shit is crazy, and I know that it's real. All my windows closed, but I still get the chills. Some say I'm tripping with a lot on my mind. Is it just me, or am I one of a kind? Help me, Lord. Pray for me, Jesus. Cover me with the blood. Forgive me for my sins. Help me, Lord. Pray for me, Jesus. Cover me with the blood.
I try to put my hand in the hand of the man that walks the sea. I can't see him, but he talks to me. Grace. I recite the song when I'm alone, contemplating right from wrong. Trials and tribulations create this type of tone that I speak in. Living in this life alone. I'll never win going up against these odds if I don't tell the truth and utilize God's gift. Mama stayed on me, grandmama prayed for me. Still a lot of drama, baby mama played on me. They say the Potter wants to put me back together again, and I put him back on the cross whenever I see him. But then he's got to know that's a whole lot for me to have to be responsible for. If I could just even make better mistakes, that's a start. Clean my heart, whatever it takes.
Help me, Lord. Pray for me, Jesus. Cover me with the blood. Forgive me for my sins. Help me, Lord. Pray for me, Jesus. Cover me with the blood. Forgive me for my sins.
Took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient the Father must be, cause I'm a G. You see, he's still working on me. Our Father, which art the Most High. Your son done had a few drinks and I'm so high. You watch the sparrows, I know you keep a close eye on your children, you always been close by. Beside the lust, I got so much pride. I'm filthy inside, you let so much slide. You hold me down in the coldest situations, and this song is just to show appreciation. Don't deserve to be alive the way I drive. I grind 9 to 5 and don't pay my tithe. And I don't go to church on the Sabbath, but I promise I'ma try to work on them habits.
Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part. Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part.
I hear your spirit speaking to me saying stop your stressing. Don't you know when you complain you only block your blessings? But every day I try to do a good deed, feed my family despite what the hood need.
I'm an Israelite, moms had the faith of Hannah. Walked the wilderness, I done ate some manna. Led by the fire at night, though it's dark. Been locked away with all animals like Noah's Ark. I feel no fear when I battle on the field, for real. My father owned all the cattle on the hill. I need a change, but I doubt it's gonna come if you don't make it happen for your prodigal son, Lord. I confess, it's only one Lord. But look at all the dirty deeds that I done, Lord. Truly wanna give you my heart, but where to start? Show me how to do my part.
Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part. Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part.
I remember walking the block with no hope, walking with a pocket of dope in the cutthroat. I'm knowing I couldn't survive without you. Even though I'm by myself, I'm not alone. Walking out the liquor store, trying to make a nickel grow. I ain't even trying to hide my sins because I did it, yo. I was the worst one cause I'm knowing about the scriptures. I fit the description, I'm all up in the picture. They that trying to help you, I'm the one that's trying to get you. When I go to church, I'll tell the truth, I think I missed her. Fact that my daddy's reaching for me. Lord, I know you wanna speak to me. I'ma open up my mind, I'ma take a chance. Cause when it comes to you, it's love at first glance. I'm knowing everything gon' be alright. Please forgive me tonight.
Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part. Lord, wanna be a Christian in my heart, but it's hard. Tell me where do I start? I really wanna change my ways, but all I can do is my part.
Getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky.
Good days, and there was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. Yeah, no.
I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful.
Many good days and bad days. I've had some hills to climb and Lord, sleepless nights. When I look around and see what you've done for me, I say thank you, Lord. I won't complain.
What's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. Uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night. Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Nate Bud, C-Mac, shout out my loc, Spotter Low, cuz. Nate Bud, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's
mom. The homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
I'm here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing it.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang in here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty, no mistaking the station. They making them statements, we waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway, BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box, we never put feelings over facts. Baymaacbiz, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google, the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google bang.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. This show is a blessing to be right back in the black box as we blow us a session on my mama. We got a word of the day. Let me put it up there before I even try to say what I'm reading. We shall be proceeding. It's raining all day from the morning to the evening in Southern California where they say it don't rain. On my mama. Best believe they gon' bang. It's a shame. And you know it's a shame. It's a shame. And that's on the gang, Google gang. Anus mirabilis. Anus mirabilis. Anus mirabilis means a remarkable or notable year. Devoted film buffs often argue over whether cinema's Anus mirabilis was 1932, 1967, or 1971. But most of the time, they simply choose the year their favorite movie came out. Good looking fly chef for the super chat. Anus mirabilis. It seems like almost every year in procession, we can agree that there's been an Anus mirabilis because the headlines dictate that. You digitalize. We got an artist spotlight, indie artist spotlight. My homeboy, my neighborhood homeboy, Chemical with a K. K for Keyway. Remind me of Corrupt Young Gotti in cartoon. And it's quite ironic. I've been preparing to play this record, my next live, for 3 days. And this morning, after a request I made from Lupe, neighborhood to the neighborhood, bro, Lupe Gotti, I reached out there a couple weeks ago because my Philly fam, J. Wright, Ellen J. Wright, that is, through casual conversation, suggested that she might want to be in touch with Corrupt. Philly. Okay. Well, I ain't spoke to Corrupt in I don't know how long. However, the homegirl Lupe, neighborhood to the neighborhood, put the Gotti on the end of her name a few months ago through through Hey, I'm on my live, sis, but I'm gonna tap in as soon as this over with. You hear me? I'm on my live, but I'm gonna tap in as soon as it's over with. You want to say something to the people real quick or no? I'm in. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on speaker. My live is called the Wake and Bake Show. I'm on YouTube in the black box, and I would. You go ahead. You live on the mic. The people can hear you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing?
Everybody is beautiful. We blessed. It's kind of ironic you tapped in right now because without utilizing your name, when I referred to you, I said Ellen J. Wright, and I'm not sure many people could follow that, but I spoke about corrupt.
No, somebody else said something about Ellen G. White today in the chat.
Ellen J. Wright is how I'm gonna flip it from now on.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You can call me whatever you want to call me, Rabbi.
That's right. Hey, man, let the people know what they can call you because they're not even knowing who they speaking with right now.
I don't even know. Just call me me.
Okay, that's right. Did you speak to bro though? You spoke to Gotti?
We need to talk.
Indeed, we shall. I just started my live at 10 o'clock. I'll be done around noon.
No, I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching. No, shit got interesting. You know, shit done got real this week.
Okay. Well.
I started talking about Big L this week.
Who? I'm not familiar. Big L.
Big L.
Oh, Big L, the legend, the legendary Big L.
Yeah.
The person, first time you saw Jigga was at a street battle. He was with the legend.
See, the part of that story I ain't telling nobody is the reason why I was there is because we were seeing each other secretly. We never publicized our relationship. We was friends and we did other things. And he was a sensei. He was a good dude. He was a real good dude. I was enamored by him. But, you know, nobody ever knew about it.
That's deep.
Now they know.
Did you speak to corrupt? Did you see the text, the group text?
No, I saw the text, but I've been so busy because they done told me that I'm the new that I'm running Carbon Nation now, that I done took over for Nature Boy.
Wow, we not accepting that.
Of course we're not accepting that. I'm helping these young people. They're like my nieces and nephews. You know, like They came out of a very tumultuous situation, and they need people that can be sympathetic to what they're trying to do so they can live their lives. They've been human spectacles on fucking the internet for 2 years.
Somebody just disrespected you. I didn't know you was on FaceTime. Somebody just disrespected you in the chat. And guess what? Is that Inga?
I mean, no, I'm not Inga Marshawn. I can hear just fine. I'm not trying to make fun. I'm just saying there's a clear distinction.
I'm familiar.
Somebody's bringing up anger because they're trying to, you know, I'm being chased today.
I rebuke all those in pursuit. I believe they brought up Inga because I said corrupt, but
I mean, they can bring up. I mean, everybody knows. Shoot, I'm gonna tell you right now, the hottest thing that's going on right now is Keith Murray.
I was just about to speak. Hey, I was just about to speak on Keith Murray. One thing I don't understand though, or quite agree with men. Here it is, years later, you talking about who too, because like if you do that, okay, guess what? That's a feminine trait. For him to be popping out talking about who he freak with, I can't quite get his motive. But I really wanted to tap into the story about him saying Suge slapped Puffy. That's the one I appreciate.
He did.
I'm not familiar with that story.
I am, because I heard Suge brag about it.
Do tell. Do share.
I mean, I heard Suge brag about it. He bragged about smacking the shit out of Puff before when I was in LA working. You know, he was at the studio talking shit like he always talks shit. I mean, Suge talked shit. I mean, Suge did shit, but Suge talked shit.
Big shit.
He talked hella shit. You know what I mean? All the fucking time. Like, it's so funny because people seem to forget about what it was like for Snoop when Snoop first left Death Row. Like, he had niggas he had all of the soldiers at all of his concerts buying out the first 3 rows for the whole first leg of Snoop's tour, just so they could stand up and put their fingers up and go pow pow while he was performing. Like, people don't understand the level of intimidation that these cats is willing to go through just to make their point.
That's deep.
They don't get it. They think it's all a joke. But I need to talk to Ricky. If there's a group text, I'm going to get into it because I haven't talked to him. I didn't even know his mom had passed away. Like, that shit hurt me.
Man, rest in peace to mom. Y'all talked to Roscoe and Gotti this morning. Ricky, when I spoke your name, his face lit up. He gave me a few stories from back in the day. Huh? Oh, my mama. Hey, look, I don't give a feet.
When Anger Marchand put that knife in his gut at his mom's house, Ricky came to my house, and I patched him up. And we listened to tracks because we had a pre-production studio set up in the crib. And he stayed with me for 2-3 days until that wild monkey came to my house and I had to fuck her up right there on the corner of 5th and Lombard.
That's deep.
The 2 chicks that fucked up Anger in the game was me and Queen Pen. And Queen Pen, at the Impact convention, who the fuck is this calling me from Vegas?
That's Gotti. Oh, yeah, that's Cuz.
Hold on a second.
It's gonna hang me up, but watch, that's him. Black Box Productions, Jaguar Wright in the building, y'all. Politicking with Sis. Oh, my mama. This was unexpected. She did mention Keith Murray. That's what we was gonna get into. It was a whole story that I tripped on where Keith Murray talked about Suge slapping Puffy over his homeboy. I think it's Big Jester had passed on Puffy watch. And Keith Murray was talking about how Puffy looked at him and just ate it. He still tried to describe Puffy as not soft because he seen Puffy rough buff other guys, but he ate that slap. And it reminded me of a story that Michael Concepcion used to tell about spitting on Puffy or spitting on Suge. He spit on Suge. You know, Michael Concepcion is in a wheelchair. And he tell the story from a gangster perspective, but he spit on Suge at an event when he was actually trying to spit on Puffy. And the story's kind of correlated in my brain on my mama. But I don't understand what make these niggas like jump out here years later talking about who they did this with and did that with when it comes to females. I always thought that was against the code, the game. I just figured that ain't what we do. And you know what? I had no idea you could put FaceTime on hold. All my mama, every time I'm on FaceTime and I get a call, like if I'm on I think it's the opposite. If I'm on the phone and I get a FaceTime, you can't put the call on hold on. Oh yeah, you gotta get James Clark up out of here. He on some goofy shit. Oh, baba. What happened to Key? What is that fool on? I don't know what happens to some of these people. I understand. Look, we wouldn't have a Bible if somebody didn't feel motivated to write down what they saw, who they were with, and what happened. You know, if some people didn't think to do that, we wouldn't have history, we wouldn't have a Bible, a lot of things we wouldn't have. So I understand people going through experiences and then getting to a point where they document them or share them. However, I just don't understand a person coming forward with such information. Even when we think about the Bible, you don't hear about any of the authors talking about who they did this with and did that with. You hear other people documenting or reporting about what they witnessed individuals do. So-and-so begat so-and-so, and so-and-so went and lay with so-and-so. It's never, I went in there and did this and knocked it down. That's not typically the nature of the documentation or the historical record. So I don't understand what make a man this late in the game want to talk about Shauna and Foxy Brown and all that. Oh, my mama. The people that we know were associated with these people, we know. Like Corrupt was associated with old girl. We know that because at the time it was publicized. They was married, I believe. It was rings involved. Yeah, 50 robbed him for the rock. Rob Foxy for the rock. Corrupt cop. One of the tightest bars in that song. Oh, my mama. But yeah. It's the most beautifulest thing in this world. I get in here. Maybe he was referring, I swear to God, y'all, we had a solid green bar the whole time as far as connection. Until she got on the line. As soon as she got on the line, the thing started buffering. If you was watching from the beginning and you hear what I'm saying, I bet you can realize that without me saying it. I don't know what that shit went like that. I guess she's still on the line. I've connected them from a long time ago. We gonna let her go ahead and get back to what she was on. But yeah, I with everything y'all know about her, you know, I pray blessings upon her soul, her spirit, her journey. I don't know everything she's been through, but y'all saw right here in the black box where I reached out toward her in the universe for communication or connection, and it manifests quite quickly. And based on our backgrounds, our positions, our personal missions, I feel a connection, a bond toward her in general. And we're speaking upon her for quite some time now. I realize there's a spiritual connection, but just to keep it flowing in the black box the way we usually do, my whole rhythm got kind of threw off. Y'all digitalize. We just gonna do something real smooth just to like get it knacking and get to the next Dizzle like Nizzle. Shout out Young Gotti. Shout out Roscoe too. Got to see my nigga Roscoe and his brand new baby. Well, not brand new. She was about 2, approaching 3 on the FaceTime too. Beautiful baby. Oh, my mama cuz first one, and he got a daughter. Ooh, the way the creator do a player. Oh, blah.
That motherfucker owe me 35 motherfucking dollars. He told me he gonna pay my motherfucking money last motherfucking week. I ain't seen this motherfucker yet.
Cowboy 9-0, baby Cowboy. What up, Crip?
Motherfucker now. I called the motherfucker 4 motherfucking times, but the motherfucker won't call me back. I called his mama the other motherfucking day. She gonna play like the motherfucker went in. Start to cut her motherfucking ass out. But I don't want no motherfucking trouble.
Press play.
But I tell you one motherfucker thing. The next motherfucking time I see this motherfucker, and he ain't got my motherfucking money, I'm on bust his motherfucking head.
On the real, I give a fuck how a motherfucker feel. Motherfucker bet not fuck with my motherfucking meal. Run a drill, quick way to get a motherfucker killed. Fuck a trial and appeal. What's the motherfucking deal? Mr. Williams got my hand on the motherfucking wheel. Make some millions before I make a motherfucking wheel. You motherfucking right. What's the motherfucking lick? Niggas know going broke or make a motherfucker sick. And a bitch, that's when she leave a motherfucker quick, so she can't do shit but suck my motherfucking dick. And then suck and fuck the whole motherfucking clique. City rabbit, no kids, no motherfucking tricks. Just Crips blowing zips, counting motherfucking chips with hollow tips stuffed in they motherfucking clips. Taking trips, leaving big motherfucking tips. You still can't hear, read my motherfucking lips, motherfucker. What up, motherfucker? Motherfucker. Like us, motherfuckers. We don't give a fuck, motherfucker. Like us motherfuckers, we don't give a fuck, motherfucker. Motherfucker, where you been, motherfucker? What the fuck? You just did 10 in the pen, motherfucker.
Damn nigga, where you been? Oh, you did 10 in the pen, huh?
That's the homie from the hood. We rolled them motherfuckers together. Cuz caught a case and told them motherfuckers loose lips sink ships. Control the motherfuckers. You gon' claim these dirty streets, then patrol the motherfuckers. Catch an enemy slipping in them. Blow the motherfucker. Motherfuckers ain't knowing. Gotta show the motherfuckers. I ain't like to square off. I stole on motherfuckers. Motherfuckers stole on me just like I stole on motherfuckers. Motherfucker. It's on the motherfucking set. Ask about a motherfucker. I'm a motherfucking vet. Ain't met a motherfucker around this motherfucker yet that can ever say they see me off a motherfucking wet motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Who seen the tank squabble? Oh my mama, cause I got a cold wobble. I don't know. Y'all think one thing I can say, what I would hope, and this might be an opinion coming from a lack of expertise in the sport, but I just would like to see Cuz be slightly more aggressive and active. But when I see him do like post-fight press conferences and discuss how and why he was performing the way he was, it seemed like it's a method to his madness. You dig a lies, and I often digress and think that, okay, perhaps it's something I ain't seeing. And I see other commentators say the same type of about what he do. But me personally, without what they got to say, I see a little bit of inactivity that could become an issue due to the fact that it seems like Cuz got so much peanut in his peanuts, he gonna put him out if he land enough clean ones. And when I say enough is not a lot. And it seems like he's so under that understanding that he is slightly a bit more inactive than I think he can afford to be if he runs into an opponent with, I'm not going to say identical or exact defensive skills as Mayweather, because it might be a long time before we see that. However, when you see how effective Mayweather was as a defensive boxer, there are degrees below that to what the next defensive expert displays that he may encounter that can become a problem if he doesn't get to land that clean shot early enough on in a fight. Just think about Shane Mosley when he landed on Mayweather early in the fight, and then from that point over later he could not actually get that clean enough shot. And I just fear that the fact that he doesn't seem to outbox the majority of the opponents in the early round, if he bumps into somebody with some type of fortitude that could take that punch, which is in the foreseeable future unlikely, I just don't want him to run into a situation where he's chasing the card later on in the fight, and it be one of them nights where all the stars are aligned and somebody get on a bike and be evasive and score more punches, and that's what I just see the potential for greatness. I enjoyed the journey we saw Floyd go on. I know there are no two identicals, but there is a Jordan and a Kobe. So at this point, at one point we kind of thought Broner would be the next spirit of Mayweather, and he didn't quite jump off. And he probably had the potential, but I think he had the similar issue of Davis of not throwing enough punches. I could be wrong, but I personally would like to see him throw a few more punches early on. I think he can even the fate that a lot of his opponents end up reaching, I think perhaps it would even come a little quicker if he was a little more active and more aggressive early on. But all the experts, and I want to admit, seem to be praising his boxing IQ to the point where, once again, I'm sure he is aware of things that I'm not aware of, and that may be the reason why I have an opinion that differs from his actual performance. I don't want to sound like, I know better than the experts, but just from somebody who enjoys watching, the sport and has a pretty decent IQ of what should be happening when two boxers are facing each other. If I had the opportunity in a humble setting to share anything with Cuz, that's probably what it would be. And I know he's preserving power, energy, while the other one is exerting, but I know there's a such thing as a Floyd, and Floyd was so exceptional that beyond the competition when it comes to preparation and being committed to 12 rounds, but definitely being trained to probably box 24 rounds. There might be a guy that dedicates his perseverance and to just 18 rounds, and that might be too much. And even with the separation from Floyd, I applaud, the courage and the manhood to stand on his own legacy. But me personally, I kind of wished there would be some type of union still to this point. I think he could benefit from dude's work ethic. I hope if he adopted anything, he adopted that work ethic, that training, that, nothing else matters. Because right now, he is the knockout kid on my mama.
He's young, he's handsome, they know it. He's a prophet, 2009 mixtape of the next heavyweight champion of the world. Boxing became part of my life.
Be about your money at all costs. Undefeated, undeniable, demanding your undivided attention. I ain't even trying for this one. It's all good. Just check the tail of the tapes. Let's take Mark Master, FBI the Rider. Give me that goddamn pill. SPI to the rider, drop a fighter like White Boy did. But Suge Knight a nigga like the knockout kid. Fist fierce as Frazier, Ali Nice. From the streets to the pros like Kimbo Slice. The Golden Gloves got my license. Look, most of my fights don't last as long as Tyson's took. Hook stand me down trying to juke the jinx. Then fall in the first round and spook the stinks. Smash in the ring off bomb green grass. About my cash, I'll whoop Don King ass. Leave all opponents in my path destroyed. Jab strong as Jack Dempsey, as fast as Floyd. I'm like the real deal, holy shit. Every time I take flight, they like homie spit. Won't stop throwing blows once the war been waged. In a steel cage, I take George Foreman fade. I'm SPI to the rider, drop a fighter like White Boy did. But Suge Knight a nigga like the knockout kid. Fist fierce as Frazier, Ali Nice. From the streets to the pros like Kimbo Slice. The Golden Gloves got my license. Look, most of my fights don't last as long as Tyson's took. Don't stand me down trying to juke the jinx. Then fall in the first round and spook the stinks. Smash in the ring off bomb green grass. About my cash, I'll whoop Don King ass. Leave all opponents in my path destroyed. Jab strong as Jack Dempsey, as fast as Floyd. I'm like the real deal, holy shit. Every time I take flight, they like homie spit. Won't stop throwing blows once the war been waged. In a steel cage, I take George Foreman fade. I'm a young knockout kid. Aren't you that young knockout kid? Uppercut bent his neck back. Aren't you that young knockout kid? 2009 mixtape of murder. Young knockout kid. Get in the ring and beat his head. Aren't you that young knockout kid? Knocking him out,
I wasn't afraid to fail. Aren't you that young knockout kid? Aren't you that young knockout kid?
Undefeated, undisputed, no belt debate. From heavy to cruiser to welterweight. Treat the champ like a chump. Chew him up, make him lunch. I just got a hunch, he can't take a punch. When it's funk, that's how I do punks. Break them off chunks in the blue trunks. No matter what class y'all take. 6 pounds of pressure make a glass jaw break. Press conference, the comments I make is cocky. You an actor, matter of fact, it's fake as Rocky. Swell him up, leave his face full of red cuts. Tryna bite me, can't take the headbutts or the elbows or the low blows. Most foes end up as no shows.
Oh my God, they got 50 blue. They got 50. Free my nigga Swifty Blue. Oh, ¿qué sé? Hey, be cool, Swift.
Oh my mama, imagine. You just think about it, your worst times, when things are going bad, when you ain't thinking and you panicking, even the strongest men call out for Jesus and my mama. Meaning that's the first thing come to your mind. Mama, Lord Jesus, hell, when it's real on, right? So imagine in the midst of all your movements just going bad with the po-po one time and your peoples of your culture calling you, ooh, my nigga Swifty, free my nigga, and then you go out your way to be the only person upon the internet when y'all deepest in general, you the only one out here talking about you don't want no Nia money, but you in a Nia industry, and even outside the industry, you doing your best rendition of a Nia. Everybody want a Nia, be a Nia till it's time to do some Nia shh. You digitalize. If you gonna do Nia music, talk like a Nia, be called a Nia, then get treated like a Nia by the police, you a fool to be a Nia industry and don't want no Nia money. But anyway, I see a lot of comments in the video under the video about what people suspect Cuz gonna have to go through now that he hitting the county system for sure. And you know, all he had to say that was political and controversial. People are speculating Cuz gonna have politics to deal with. Me personally, I don't know. Kind of curious to anybody else in the chat. Maybe even our caller from the 750 might got a perspective. You think you familiar with the politics out here on the West Coast? You think Cuz might have politics to deal with when he get into the situation based on the things he said? You familiar with some of the things he said? Or you know who Swifty Blue is? Caller.
Yeah.
Are you hearing me? I'm talking to you. Talk back.
Yeah. What's up? Mm-hmm.
You know who Swifty Blue is?
Oh yeah. I know Swifty Blue. Yeah. I mean, you don't have politics. You already know. They finna, you know. I mean, because a lot of stuff he said, you know, it's the gang politics. His, you know, fucking with the essays. He been saying slick shit. He been saying slick shit to everybody. You feel me? So up in there, you know, I mean, and then he a high stepper, he a big dog, he gonna get down. So you gotta get out through all time.
Okay, you tapped. Well, look, you tapped in. You tapped in. I'm tripping, cause I supposed to did this a long time ago, and I was gonna do this all tied in when I was talking about Corrupt, because the homie Chemical from Neighborhood 60 got a record we supposed to be blasting today. We gonna run it a few times. This is an indie spotlight. He spelled his name with a K for Keyway, just like Cartoon and Corrupt. And then we got the call, I got distracted, and I just, bam, he being so humble in the chat, he ain't blowing me up or nothing, he ain't texting me. Just hold on, let me get on track. This record is called Embedded, featuring T-Dot. It's the homie Chemical with a K, Neighborhood 60, from out the way, but super official, it's super banged out. Very thorough record, thorough MC. He stay in pocket on a real Easty, Westy, banged out beat. The culture is represented. Community, revolution, and progress. With no further ado, it's the homie Chemical with a K. Go tap in with him on all platforms. YouTube, IG, all that. Where all your streaming sites. This is Embedded, featuring T-Dot. Woo.
My soul is embedded in everything I know. It's in his mind, it's not a vision. I've been on deck, and I put my coat from the west to the east. You know I run the show. My soul is embedded in everything I know. It's in his mind, it's not a vision. I've been on deck, and I put my coat from the west to the east. You know I run the show. This goes for replay. Your deface, your pocket on preplay. Little swag. Somebody call charisma. This song need a DJ. My life like a marathon. I stay on my nip pace. I really do my own thing. Do it in my own lane. Breathe easy. Drop jewels. Do it for pressure case. So many round trips. I need new Louis cases. I ain't never been basic. Do it for the blue faces. But I love old money. I
in the making. Enlighten my mind frame. You know my flow is amazing. Unorthodox style, but I'm flying. I'm really blazing. Hotter than the sauna. You see I'm really going crazy. Embracing my destiny. About time that I really made it. You know I does my stuff. A major profit in the making. For real. My soul is embedded in this ribbon and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast. From the west to the east, yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in this ribbon and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast. From the west to the east, yeah, you know I run the
it's
show.
semi forward song embedded. 60s to the 40s, gang. 50s to the 90s on the hood, my niggas rolling. Really? T-Dot name golden. Stamp. Get your shit swollen. Quick. Might have to hit the yard to understand the rank I'm holding. I done did it where you couldn't. Be repping where I shouldn't. Respected by my hoodlums. Connected with my Muslims. Real. History with Overhill. 61st and Long Street. What you know about Keto Rock? What you know about Big Squeak? Marco show the local love. 57 Fifth Ave. You can't ball around here if we ain't sign that gym pass. You don't want them scandal niggas looking for your bitch ass. Ride down, we gon' make that whip crash. Nigga, I bought Crenshaw to ATA. Certified, safe to say. Real dope, 88. Real smoke, Flavor Flav. We make sure the hood straight. We make sure them kids, ayy. Bring that fake banging round here, we have a field day. Neighborhood.
My soul is embedded in this ribbon and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast. From the west to the east, yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in this ribbon and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast. From the west to the east, yeah, you know I run the show.
Rich Rolling Riders. Oh, my mama, neighborhood. What you say in head on my mama, you seeing you in the chat made me remember to get to that. We gonna get back to it too. I know I didn't have it the sound clear in the beginning. It was an echo because I didn't have the mic muted. Caller, give me some feedback on the record, man, the visual.
Oh yeah, you already know he lit. Look at that. That's that shit niggas gonna bump like a motherfucker.
Oh my mama. That's that riding music, and what I can appreciate is the fact that it's not exactly originating from the section, but it seemed they didn't do too much. I don't see nothing corny about it. It could have been somebody from right here from the land. So shout out to the homie Chemical. We gonna play that again. Chemical with a K for Keyway, all day, every day, twice on Sunday. On my mama, you dig it lies.
Yeah, that's lit.
I didn't mean to. So you think you say the boy Swifty, he gonna have to deal with some politics. I believe the politics more so than anything, the potential gonna come from his own side, if anything. Outside of that, it ain't gonna really be no issues. But then I also think that even with his people, he might be viewed as a hero and a celebrity before anything. It's not like everything he said really applies to where he just went. And that's where those politics really apply. So it's not really how everybody think. Like you think he gonna get pressed or politics gonna apply. I believe he gonna have an easy walk because inside those parameters, that's where that shit really matter. That's where those rules really go.
Yeah, I mean, he can have an easy walk if he get with the right people. You feel me? If he got his loved ones in there, and because other than that, people getting pressed only if you slipping, if you trying to do it all alone and not trying to respect the politics of running with your people. If he go rogue,
he put it on the line for his people. That cockiness, he put it on the line for his people, right? So look, this the thing. In there, when you say if you're around your loved ones, just know or remember and recognize when it comes to them, if you on the street, on site, green light, when you hit that system, you eating off the same apple. I didn't been in a tank where you see them, one person pull out an apple, take a bite, they'll pass that motherfucker around the table. Everybody take a bite. And the person that started it might get another bite, and then the next three people, or it might go around twice. But that's the unity they forge with their enemies as soon as they hit the system. Cuz ain't violated none of their politics outside of He ain't did nothing but stir up a little shit and speak, because they really particular about speaking about, politics publicly. So that's about all he did. And ain't nobody really, and like I say, the principles he spoke upon apply while you incarcerated more so than ever. So I can't imagine, you know what I'm saying? I can't, what they gonna get at him about? What they gonna say?
You right.
The average street, the average street essay gonna be happy to bump into cuz. Like, you a fool, loco. Like, they gonna love that. Cause how many of them speak up and be that bold to be that controversial in regards to us? And how much honor is involved in, I know you got the bag, but I'm cool on that based on principles. Regardless of how offensive it may have came across, when it really comes to the fortitude of character and integrity, there is something to respect about his stance. I think he could have been way more suave and tactical and tactful in his approach. However, he probably ESL, or the majority of the people in his family are. And it doesn't always come across when you don't give a f. And not giving a f don't mean you hate nobody. You just don't give a fuck about nobody but yours. And I wish, hope, and can't wait to a lot of us get on that same page. Oh, my mama, creep the crip. Am I tripping?
Yeah, I figure though.
Now, you're all the way on point with that, bro. You all the way on point with that. I don't think dude is going to see no consequences in the L.A. County jail or wherever he's going to do his time behind any of the antics that he was online, doing. You know what I mean? If anything, they're going to have him paying rent in there.
And when he do land in that tank with some niggas like us, believe me, y'all, it's not gonna be no. It's gonna be real smooth and player, and he gonna present himself where he gonna be
Call from unknown.
Where he gonna be qualified for all passes. He not finna go in. Don't think he finna go in there with that energy, bumping into like riders from our section, like on go. Nah, he might not be kissing no ass, but he gonna be neutral. He not running through there with that energy, like trying to look for no issues. Don't think that. Believe you me, that's what he ain't gonna do. That's when he will get an issue, but that's where you get the difference between the confidence and the boldness that a camera and social media provides you versus how you carry yourself when you actually in them situations and scenarios. What they will demand out of him is be respectful. Because if you're not respectful, that's where you can incite activity. And that's what they typically don't go for, is you starting shit for no reason. You got to be around with a bunch of young assholes for them to go for you just kicking it off for no reason. Does that make sense, y'all?
Yeah, that's real.
Hey, I can promise you one thing, man. He gonna be at his most respectful at all times. You know what I mean? I can promise you, all that stuff he was saying online about blacks, I can promise you that would never come out that man's mouth. Never.
You know the three
never. Don't believe the hype. In real life, that ain't never gonna happen, bro.
The three most controversial comments upon YouTube in the last few years on that subject is what he said. Prior to that, Ho No 100 kind of like said the same thing toward them as a. And you know what? You never know how much motivation he had by standing on that based on what Ho No 100 had said in the past. We never quite considered that. Just think. The way he carried himself, you know at one point he had to be available, interested in doing business with Nias. Look how he carried himself. But once Ho No 100 said that, you could imagine a rider that really fuck with his side taking that position and just sitting in it with them in. You feel me? Never really connected those. But on top of that, you know the next controversial subject, which might be more controversial than all, is Big U saying he knocked out about 30 of them motherfuckers at one time. They do not like that. Do you know how much content was created upon YouTube and in response to that? They did not like that. And do you know how stories have a tendency to kind of grow with time? And I don't know whatever number he used, 23, 30, was somewhere in there. He might have meant 13 or 11. You dig a lies, but they don't like that at all.
It might have been none. That's the exaggerating up in there. When you be in there I mean, they more quiet. They done try to break bread with us and all that, bro. It ain't even like that, bro. On everything, they ask you, do you want to put in on spread? If you a rep, if you a nigga who can hold your own, they gonna ask you want to you.
I never wanted to be the
one.
one.
Politics I never really have to me is chilling with his people and just people gonna want them rap plugs and all that. You feel me? I mean, they gonna break bread.
Or starting something. If he go in there with
I don't know what jail you talking about, right? But we don't do spreads with them like that. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen out here in California.
But look. If you in the county, look, I swear to God, cuz I'd have been in the county and one of them 6-man cells with 9 motherfuckers and flow sleepers, 2 blacks, 7 of them, and they broke everything they broke bread with. They broke bread with me. They were most respectful. I'm talking about the tension used to build up on the tier where you thinking if it go down, I'm cooked. Cause in other cells it'll go down and everything applied. But with even when they had dog food and they was on the spoon lighting it up, taking turns going up their nose, they used to offer it to me. Everything they had. If they cooked, I was invited. So that's what I'm saying. I never want to be the one because I know that can't many people express that. But I know I can't be the only one. But I don't be the one to say, even on the yard, cuz I done did shit with them that's basically against the rules just because the shot caller, if I had it or he had it and it was at a time where it wasn't really supposed to go down, we done had to scrape up bills. Motherfuckers do the human part. Everybody can't, but it's even.
Oh, that's factual. That is very factual.
Yeah, on my mama. Even in the Bible, cuz just think about it. All the all-stars was niggas that could break the rules and say, even though the whole Bible was about God said this, everybody that's a hero got a moment in the Bible where they said something that God claim and can't nobody confirm it. They just took it upon themselves to speak on behalf of God. How about Abraham, supposedly past male menopause, his wife passed menopause. God supposedly had promised him the promised child that's going to populate the generations of the earth. And now he finally had that child in miraculous fashion, even after he tried to cheat with Ishmael. Now the whole religious world believes that God told Abraham to take his son, his child, thou shalt not kill, the 10 Commandments, but God told Abraham to take his son up on a motherfucking mountain and kill him. Abraham is a legend biblically. Listen to me. Moses claims to have gone up on a mountain. He had a whole nation of people at the bottom of the mountain. He didn't take one witness with him and came back with a motherfucking tablet with 10 rules on it and said he saw God write this with his finger. And everybody believe it. Guess what? The 10 Commandments say, honor your mother and your father, and your days will be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth you. When Jesus was 12 years old, he was displaced from his parents by the account of 2 or 3 days for them to locate him. When his mother finally found him, she was hot. And he was in the motherfucking temple preaching to grown men, teaching them what they've been teaching in a way they never been taught. They were appreciating it. And his mama came and told him, hey, don't you know your father's looking for you? And Jesus told his mama, woman, I'm doing what my father, my other father. So what I'm trying to tell you is the majority of the legends in the Bible are people that claim to have a connection with the Creator to where they had the right to break the rules and the Creator ordained it. So I kind of go ahead. The godly.
I mean, it's like this, isn't it? I mean, okay, because you got the chain of command in there. They got the OGs. I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna tell you how it went down with me. Per se, because I got OGs that still deal with Mexicans. You feel me? Because they got babies with them, so we ain't gonna separate none of that.
There you go.
To the ruler, to the tutor. Some of them got babies, so you gotta respect they aspect. Some niggas gonna be SA type of niggas that you fuck with, because I fuck with niggas like that. Then I got regular niggas who solid and they got a Mexican baby mama. You feel me? And you gonna respect your nigga, because in the Crip card, you got to respect. If they push it, and you a young nigga talking all that, you finna get hit, bro. That's one of the DPs in there. You gonna blue wall it because OG then called it, because we get that respect to the OGs if they want to call it like that. You feel me?
Look, on the subject you speaking, bro. Me too. On the subject you speaking, you speaking, bro. I just gotta do this. VJ Keyway, bro. My best They call it bestie, BFF, my dog, my bro, my friend, my comrade, my day uno. His mother is half Mexican.
Yeah, comrade.
Look, his mother is half Mexican. He got a whole bunch of first cousins that's real family that live on the street that's straight Mexican. We done been through a whole lot of family, friend, politic, support shit. And guess what? His name when I met him was Rare S Tarzan. He was well known in Watts. And through us politicking and being partners, he became my parasite and he became the puto, my day uno.
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno.
Niggas know S since day uno. For Rare S and Tarzan, I'ma say puto. And I mean that with all due disrespect to the ops off tops if you diss the set. This man though I go half on the sack with him, double back on foot with the Mac with him. Cognac, that's what my joint drank, period. I done seen him do it point blank. Neighborhood for death though, EC on mine. Every time still give my nigga 3 up high. When it's cracking, he usually a trip before me in 03 introduced me to Nip. Got a lot of politics between the two turfs. Choose to keep it mafia like Blue Smurf. Half the time I don't even like her, but I ain't never met a nigga like
her. That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno. So when it come to dying, it ain't nothing. Killing ain't shit either. Enemies know we stay hunting. We know it's wrong, but we love it. Where you wanna take it? We in the streets. We don't mind a little confrontation. Whole lot of gunplay with me and my low. I'm talking pistol with the scopes when we out on patrol. Hunting for domes. My low was a fool when he get it in. Pull up on him like let's slide it and getting in. Lil Mac down, my bro. Ain't gotta prove a point. It's facts over feelings in my SPI voice. M's be the logo. That's my day uno. We ain't friends. It's only me and cuz in this Benz. Like identical twins. We on that same shit. Day unos. Them be the niggas that I bang with. A lot of politics between both gangs, it is what it is. The homies live the game. That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno.
My soul is embedded in this gripping and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trained to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in this gripping and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trained to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. GA, this causes for a replay. Your bra give D-face, your pockets on prepaid. Living La Vida Loca, swag Felipe. Somebody call Charisma, this song gon' need a DJ. My life like a marathon, I stay on my nip pace. I really do my own thing, do it in my own lane. Breathe easy, drop jewels, do it for pressure case. So many round trips, I need new Louis cases. I ain't never been basic, do it for the blue faces. But I love old money, I ain't never been racist. Really love Ben Franklin, call me legend in the making. Enlighten my mind frame, you know my flow is amazing. Unorthodox style, but I'm flying, I'm really blazing. Hotter than a sauna, you see I'm really going crazy. Embracing my destiny, about time that I really made it. You know I does my stuff, a major profit in the making, for real. My soul is embedded in this gripping and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trained to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in the script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the
It's
show.
semi forward song embedded. 60s to the 40s, gang. 50s to the 90s on the hood, my niggas rolling. Really? T-Dot name golden. Down. Get your shit swollen. Quick. Might have to hit the yard to understand the rank I'm holding. I done did it where you couldn't. Be reppin' where I shouldn't. Respected by my hoodlums. Connected with my Muslims. Real. History with Overhill. 61st and Long Street. What you know about Keto Rock? What you know about Big Squeak? Marco show the local love. 57 Fifth Ave. You can't ball around here if we ain't sign that gym pass. You don't want them scandal niggas looking for your bitch ass. Ride down, we gon' make that whip crash. Nigga, I bought Crenshaw to ATA. Certified, safe to say. Real dope, 88. Real smoke, Flavor Flav. We make sure the hood straight. We make sure them kids, ayy. Bring that fake bangin' round here, we have a field day. Neighborhood.
My soul is embedded in the script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in the script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show.
We flew him out here. I hooked him up with T-Dot, and they did the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Look, my bad. We was on mute. You got to say it all over again. I just unmuted this. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, this your big homie Chemical out here in Detroit, 313. But that's my nephew Jay Outlaw from out there. That's the feature of the song. That's his song.
Shout out to Jay Outlaw.
My way is from the section and everything. You know, shout out to my nephew Jay Outlaw. The little homie T-Dot Prinkle, you know what I'm saying? They went crazy on that joint. You know, they got Uncle in the video. I'll try not to be in there like Diddy on the videos, on the song and shit. You know how it go.
Okay, so you management.
The boys went crazy with it.
So you management.
Yes, I'm management. Yes, sir.
Okay, look, on neighborhood, look, this a partner of mine I've been politicking with for a couple of years at least through text, and I'm familiar with his energy through my phone. Can't place his face or nothing. Not quite sure we started this, but he always been supportive. He always tapping in, and I know I got a friend in him through just at least text message. I know he always in the chat. I don't really know where we began this correspondence, and then recently.
Actually, we can go back a little bit because, like I said, we can go all the way back to Proof. That's where I met you at when you was in G Unit and everything. When I was the artist on Iron Fist Records and Shady. We go back to like 2005, I believe, maybe 2004, somewhere up in there.
Rest in peace, Proof. Oh my mama. See, that's deep. Thank you. In more recent years,
we got history for real.
In more recent years, we've been reunited via technology. Correct?
Oh yes, sir. When I saw you was on, I tapped in because you know what I'm saying. I mean, you the homie, because you know what I'm saying, one of the realest.
Neighborhood on my mama. And then recently, as in the last week or two, he reached out and inquired on how to get content upon the Black Box. We talked about it. He tapped in, delivered the content, and without me really having a reference of the homie where to place the actual connection, I'm assuming he was performing on this record, man. And you know, he never like really tried to like make him. I just thought it was him. So now I want you once again, because I'm gonna play it as soon as you do this. Introduce the record, explain, let us know where the artist from, where you from, your position in the record, embed it, and then I'm going to run it again. Let them know who you are and why we doing this right now, please.
Yes, sir. It's Chemical from out here in Inkster, Michigan. That's in the Detroit area, you know. I've been a Keyway since 1989, roller 60s, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Connected to the land for a while. That's my nephew, Jeremy Outlaw, J.O. You know, check him out. You know what I'm saying? This is embedded. This is a single. T-Dot Pringle is from the section out here in my round away. That's the ATA across the Ave. You know what I'm saying? They going crazy on the joint. You know what I'm saying? So we had to hook that Keyway connection up from the west to all the way out to the D. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama. I sure appreciate you. And here we go, y'all. One more again. J Outlaw featuring T-Dot, Embedded. We getting breaded in the black box. VJ Keyway said it until we dead it. Hard headed. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. GA, this causes for a replay. Your bra give D-face, your pockets on prepaid. Living La Vida Loca, swag Felipe. Somebody call Charisma, this song gon' need a DJ. My life like a marathon, I stay on my nip pace. I really do my own thing, do it in my own lane. Breathe easy, drop jewels, do it for pressure case. So many round trips, I need new Louis cases. I ain't never been basic, do it for the blue faces. But I love old money, I ain't never been racist. Really love Ben Franklin, call me legend in the making. Enlighten my mind frame, you know my flow is amazing. Unorthodox style, but I'm fly and I'm really blazing. Hotter than a sauna, you see I'm really going crazy. Embracing my destiny, about time that I really made it. You know I does my stuff, a major profit in the making, for real. My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the
It's
show.
semi forward on embedded. 60s to the 40s, gang. 50s to the 90s on the hood, my niggas rolling. Really? T-Dot name golden. Down. Get your shit swollen. Quick. Might have to hit the yard to understand the rank I'm holding. I done did it where you couldn't. Be repping where I shouldn't. Respected by my hoodlums. Connected with my Muslims. Real. History with Overhill. 61st and Long Street. What you know about Keita Rock? What you know about Big Squeak? Marco show the local love. 57 Fifth Ave. You can't ball around here if we ain't sign that gym pass. You don't want them scandal niggas looking for your bitch ass. Ride down, we gon' make that whip crash. Nigga, I bought Crenshaw to ATA. Certified, safe to say. Real dope, 88. Real smoke, Flavor Flav. We make sure the hood straight. We make sure them kids ate. Bring that fake banging around here, we have a field day. Neighborhood.
My soul is embedded in the script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in the script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show.
Cuz said might have to hit the yard to understand the rep I'm holding. That was hard. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, we three deep on the line. We got the homie Chemical, the homie Creep the Crip, and we got the homie from the 424 we was politicking with earlier. Man, y'all can go ahead and continue to break bread.
Yes, sir. I'm getting cracking with y'all.
Blessings abundant.
Oh yeah, that's what we out here trying to get. You know, we get into the bag every day. You know what I'm saying? There's not a day I won't wake up and I don't get up and try to go get it because the Lord has blessed me with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my mama, man. Let everybody know where they could bump into the artists on the record, where they could follow them, keep up with them.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. For J Outlaw, here's the J_Outlaw1. And for T-Dot Pringle, it's 423 T-Dot. And that's on Instagram.
Oh, my mama. Appreciate that. And give us some feedback.
I'll put it in the comments for people to see it.
Yeah, and I'll pin it. Go ahead and do that.
I'll put it in the comments.
Go ahead and do that so I can pin it too.
Yes, sir.
I want to switch it up real quick on everybody, man. I don't know how many of y'all familiar with the fact that I'm tapped into only one reality show, and it's Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage in Huntsville, right? And my connection to this show just initially happened to be because of the word Huntsville, the town Huntsville, which is Huntsville, Alabama, which I've been familiar with the majority, if not all my life, which has been a small town, and anybody outside of my religious experience was not familiar with it.
So out of nowhere, when I realized it was a reality show based around Huntsville, it sparked my interest. I'm not really into reality shows that deal with relationships and romance. I don't keep up with any of them. But this one in particular, I tapped into. They have offshoots now, Love and Marriage in D.C. and other states. I don't watch any of those, but I did get intrigued by the initial one because it was related to Huntsville, and I've been following it for the multiple seasons that it's been in existence. Y'all that know me right here in the Black Box know I spoke on it long ago. Melody Holt, the whole little politic. Recently, they had a reunion show because some of their most recent seasons. All kind of drama taking place. One thing I have disappointment in is this. As a mature adult, when I saw that Oprah, it was the OWN network that brought forth this reality show, and the reputation that Oprah has obtained, maintained, and sustained through the years when it comes to like ratchetness, black degeneracy versus quality of character. It seemed like she's walked a thin line and always stood on the side of black excellence. And the way the show was initially promoted was as if she had some type of conviction to maintain that type of prestige about this particular project. There were 3 couples, 6 individuals. They were all black. They all went to college and had created what they projected or what they've promoted as riches, millions, as married couples in Huntsville, Alabama, which was remarkable, unprecedented. They were all involved to some form or another in the realty game, and it was about a show. This is the way it was pushed initially, that promoted black excellence. And I kind of appreciated that as a mature black person, because I'm kind of displeased in the quality of the content that seems to occupy what we consider our reality TV department. It's just it's always bullshit. So I said, okay, they're going to highlight some millionaires who didn't get it off of fame. We got to see some etiquette and decency coming through this. And that's the way it started. But lo and behold, before you knew it, it was all about dysfunction, disagreement, argument, backstabbing, lying, exposing, just like the rest of the things. And I was displeased in the quality. However, because I had got hooked from the beginning, I stayed tuned in. And I say all that to say, recently I brought up, I want to bring up this point. This will blow my mind. One of the premier characters on the show, name is Martell Holt. He was married to the most popping female on there, Melody Holt, who they recently gone through a divorce. And she seemed to be popping bigger than everybody on the show. She's actually one of the producers on the show, and everyone else seems to have an issue with her for one reason or another, and that's the way it's played out. But my most shocking element is the head producer of this show is a non-heterosexual male named Carlos King. So a lot of people refer to him as Carlos Queen. And in the most recent episode of the reunion, cuz the dude that has gone through a divorce, he's the ex-football player. He's the biggest dude on there. The most person that seems like they're interested in staying in shape. Seems like he demands the most physical respect than anyone. He got this dude up on the reunion, bro, instigating, questioning, and politicking on his marriage with his wife that he obviously wants to still be in some type of union with. The marriage obviously dissolved because of his infidelity, right? And his wife popping harder than popcorn, and he and the rest of the cast are kind of stagnated, struggling in their whole situation, and she's being highlighted as this motherfucking Beyonce type big star. She's on her way, and it looked like he just took a L. He's trying to associate himself with other people to try to match her prestige. It's not working. But this nigga is like the embodiment of what we would consider alpha male masculinity, heterosexual, on television, representing blacks. This nigga is on TV letting this man who's sitting in his chair with his legs crossed, like he trying to keep his hot pocket warm, his punani, just be super messy about his marriage. And what I found real ironic was there were issues involving children recently. And on social media, it's grown people having major conflict about the way their children were mentioned by other cast members, and they politic and they beefing over it. And what I find real ironic is they had an issue with this host, Carlos, right? And they getting at him about why he wasn't protective about a child that was mentioned. And he made this disclaimer, was like, I just told y'all I'm not a parent, so I don't really know, and da-da-da-da-da. But what I really don't understand is why you comfortable discussing this whole issue with a man who has no idea what a man needs to do, has to do, will do to maintain a healthy, decent relationship with the opposite sex. You have dedicated your whole life to the opposite reality. Why are these alpha men comfortable? And you know what really blow my mind? If you go back to season 1 and watch the reunion, they had an apparently heterosexual female that hosted the reunion. Somewhere along the line, they transitioned to this flamboyant, super feminine man who's sitting here. Cuz y'all gotta go tap in and see how ridiculous it is. I want every man, not only married, but under the sound of my voice, involved in a relationship with a heterosexual female. How interested are you in the perspective of a homosexual man mediating, instigating, trying to politic, ask questions about your motherfucking union with your female?
That's absolutely out.
We know.
That's absolutely out. How can he possibly relate to anything that I'm going through, and you're not with a woman, you're with a man?
Oh my
so the number one mistake is going sitting before this dude.
And can you imagine this dude is being extremely messy, and he is involved in being in between a man who just lost his wife, and all the communication and expressions we see that he was involved in that gets exposed by camera. Just think about, she's a co-producer upon the show. Since season 1, it's always been an underlying issue about her husband being an infidel. I wonder, just imagine, bro, you can't imagine that this dude is invested in blowing up your motherfucking relationship because he might see something in you. He might got a twinkle in his eye for you. Like, I don't get it, bro. I couldn't do it. Oh my mama.
Because you already know a gay cat, he gonna lead you wrong anyway. He gonna get a kick out of like just rearranging your mind, giving you bad guys, trying to push you away from the woman anyway.
That's what I imagine.
He gonna keep the segregation and the separation in your head. Because you got to get at her regardless. You feel me? If you feel her, you gonna run to her aid and try to give her any help she needs. And if it's financial, because financial leads to back to what you want, your relationship back. And, you got to get in pocket with her. You feel me? You out of pocket. If you out of pocket, then you already on the deep. You feel me?
That's deep, because you know what I often hear women say, and I just heard Bobby Brown's sister say this about Eddie Murphy and Whitney Houston. There is a strong presence of females who, even if they don't pass judgment on your lifestyle and don't hate on it, if they know you fuck with your same kind, they're not interested in you romantically. However, when it comes to the flip side, they have no problem with people who have been heterosexually whatever coming into their realm. I've never heard one of them say, oh, you used to, a man that fuck around with men say, oh, you used to mess with women, I don't want you. I've never heard that energy expressed. So I don't understand how nobody is tapped in to the element of this host being squishy, and he on here celebrating you being separated from your wife. Just think, bro, I'm just keeping it Google. If I was a heterosexual host of this show, and I was involved with this split between him and her, and I'm single, or I'm interested in fucking around with the sex that I'm attracted toward, there's going to be an openness and an energy toward her coming out toward me. So I don't understand how they don't understand that same thing is happening with old boy toward old boy. Old boy is here. Just think right now. Okay, you broke up with your wife. I'm the host. I fuck with men's. Now you frustrated. And it seemed like Martell trying to go viral. His best move is to flip it and get into something with Carlos. Hollywood eat that up. And I know Carlos would be all for it. He'd love to be on that stage looking at Melody like, now what? And that's what Hollywood is set for.
Right. It's strange shit.
Oh, my mama.
Oh, my mama.
They weirdos, cuz, on rolling. They is weirdos, man. I seen it when I came out there to L.A., like my first time touching down the land. I was out there in North Hollywood, and I seen some of the strangest shit I ever seen before in my life, cuz, on Hood. It was weird.
Oh,
I always said to myself, I said, I'm too manly to be in this situation right here. I'm like, I'm not about to sell my soul just to get famous. That ain't me.
Hey, look, I'm gonna keep it a Google. Since you put it on another region, I'm gonna tell you my experience. I lived out here all my life, but my slap in the face, I was in New York. I think we was in Manhattan like 2-3 in the morning, and like the streets was empty for a few people moving around. A lot of smoke coming up out the motherfucking street holes, just like the movies. And then it was like a certain time, cuz I swear to God, I guess the clubs, the bars let out. It might have been 3-4 in the morning, but you just seen multiple. I'm talking about niggas look like they could slam dunk, touchdown, couples just tonguing it up, walking down the street, hand in hand. It was just, I'm like, what the is? I also been in Atlanta at a time where they was having
it's everywhere.
But I'm talking about when you see it heavily concentrated and realize how dedicated so many potential masculine leaders in our community have committed to the other energy. It is amazing. Remarkable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. What the heck did he happen?
You can't say nothing about them unless they try to cancel you. You know what I'm saying?
You see how I'm tiptoeing and dancing around the subject? I'm doing my best.
Well, Spider ain't got to say nothing about him. Shit, we can say something about him, though.
Yeah, hey.
Right.
And I wonder what my responsibility to censor y'all is. Eastside Chili, what's happening, Herb?
Oh, man, I just had to tap in, bro. I see you doing what you do best.
Oh, man, Eastside all the time. It's raining, and I know you out there getting it. Rain, sleet, snow. That's how it go. For sure, that dough.
Hey, on the set, do like just sitting here searching the board, letting the rain hit the top of the truck, checking the homie out on his get down.
Okay. Break bread. You been how long you been tapped in? You know any of the subjects we on? You want to add to it? I mean, you don't want to just tap in and get your voice heard for your moment to shine. You want to add to what we were speaking on in the meeting of minds?
Well, I caught just a little bit of it. I don't even know who the Keith Murray is. Is that the rapper Keith Murray?
The most beautifulest thing in the world is just like that.
Yes, he knows. Going out of way backwards and goofy, cuz on Hood.
Yeah, he just want to let it. Yeah, like why you want to let somebody know about, like he just want to let it. He want to just like, hey, I did, hey, but then it's like, so what?
He like a Danny boy. He like a Danny boy, huh?
Oh, see them the type of people that do that. The same type of person that this nigga is letting be in the middle of his marriage and question and investigate, bring up shit. You know the typical concept of a female, sneaky, and with the way they pushing it now, bitchy. She got all the scoop.
Right.
Guess what? Only person more that than them is them. And he letting one of them be all involved in him trying to patch his marriage up, man. That dude won't you tell? He won't.
That's his thing. That's one of them. That's his thing.
Man, can you imagine when there's nobody listening, the supportive conversation he have with the female to help her feel comfortable getting up out of here, real subtle, and then trying to help repair, rebuild, and restore the male counterpart, your actual interest. Bro, he a cold cat. I see it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, ain't that's why Kim K started sliding away from your boy Kanye. He was messing with that long hair knee nigga, huh?
See, that white Nia. That's what a lot of people don't understand. I told y'all that she was gonna be out of here when he went Super Sunday service type situation. I knew she wasn't standing for that.
Oh yeah.
But she tried to stick it out, and then all of a sudden you heard about riffs and raps, but then abruptly she was out of there. And what he had enough, he was that billionaire. What he had enough dough to do is to kind of like cover up the story that first broke, that she got fed up because he was very closely connected to romantically to a male designer who kind of carried himself as a female. Like from a distance, you might think you're looking like at a woman. It was a Caucasian, natural hair all the way down past their knees. It presents itself very feminine, but it's actually a man. And Kanye was connected to Cuz, and that's when Kim got up out of there, Cuz. Oh, my mama.
Yeah, so he was going the real route. So yeah.
But
wow.
look, I just seen
Bobby. Kanye didn't know that was a man.
No, he knew. He knew. No, he knew. Look, Kanye's biggest contribution, his biggest contribution to his popularity and his stardom and his establishment was his affiliation with fashion. That's what kicked everything over. I remember when Kanye was first becoming noticed for his fashion expertise, paparazzi popped up on him out of nowhere. It was like complimenting him on the strides he was making in the fashion industry and asked him where he gets his inspiration. First thing out of his mouth was, you got to look at the gays. Keep your eyes on the gays. They set the trends.
Yeah, he did say that.
He said that. So it's not surprising to find out, usually when people become in a position where they have access to everything, similar to Will Smith, you find people that have the experience where when there are no limits, they practice none. And I just listened to Bobby Brown's sister being quite upset that apparently a lot of people are discussing Bobby and Whitney in a negative way. They're making movies, they're making commentary, they're making discussions in a way she don't please. She doesn't appreciate. And so she was coming forth with commentary that she knew. And when she said this, it kind of like rang a familiar spirit in my soul, like I heard it before. But she was like, I don't want to say this, but since everybody want to comment, I'm going to tell y'all. She was like, Whitney Houston loved Bobby Brown. She wasn't going to mess with nobody else. Whoopty wop. She was like, and quit talking about that Eddie Murphy stuff, trying to act like she was so in love with Eddie Murphy. She told me, this is her sister-in-law. She was like, we used to talk all the time about everything, and she used to keep it real. And I asked her why she broke up with Eddie Murphy. You know what she told me? She told me one night Eddie Murphy was laying in her bed, the phone rang, and he got up to answer the phone and walked out the room. She's like, female, she gonna listen. She said she picked up the other end of the phone, and there was a man on the phone asking Eddie, like, when you coming home? You been over there too long with her. And saying some other, like, oh, my mama, talking about I miss you.
Remember messing with a tranny, son?
Yeah, and they say the tranny.
Cuz was messing with a tranny, remember that?
Look, they say the tranny ended up getting thrown off a building, too. Right?
Yeah. Like they took the niggas. I forgot about that. They took the niggas and had sex with him, bro. And then they blackmail niggas.
Hey, that tranny was gonna tell on that boy. He had him tossed off the building.
Bang them. Then they try to blackmail you. Be like, yeah. When you doing all that old magical, you feel me? Now you mysteriously come up there because you want to try to keep being funny. You feel me? Like, okay, right. Here, check it out. Meet me over here. I'm gonna push you over this wall.
Hey, look, you gotta be careful, man. You sound like somebody who might like fuck around, man. Come on now. Hey, what's that? Is that how y'all operate? I wouldn't have no idea.
Yeah, don't come on now, hood.
Yeah, because like I can't even imagine considering.
You won't stop being that fake bad bitch. You won't stop being that fake bad bitch that you was.
As soon as the idea enters my imagination, I start feeling ill. I get like that throw up feeling every time. Like, cuz, do you see how RuPaul try to be on TV now with a suit jacket on, bald head, no makeup?
Yeah, with the bald head.
Cuz, this is a weird. We live in
too late for that shit.
No, it's just like
Remember that?
Go ahead.
I remember Arsenio Hall brought out RuPaul on stage when he had the Arsenio Hall show. That was the first time I ever even heard of a RuPaul. That was in the early hot 90s.
Look, they might as well give him his flowers while he alive, because if he die anytime soon, he finna get that Lifetime Achievement Rainbow Award. They gonna go up for him soon. The same way they go up for Aretha Franklin.
He gonna be the Black Liberace.
What? Because remember, it was a time when that's all you knew that was on the screen doing that. Like, that was all we knew. That was like, you know, when you go to remote control, you just go right past bloop. I never have watched a moment of that shit. I seen commercials. Cause guess what I found out?
Nigga used to see Lil Richard too, though, Chili.
Oh, cuz, I can't believe you said that. I just seen an interview with Lil Richard today from back in the 70s, 79. Blew my mind. I watched the whole interview. But look, guess what else I found out yesterday? Guess who gave Big Freedia the guess where Big Freedia got his first record deal?
RuPaul.
Hell no. Nigga, Birdman, nigga.
Well, that's Birdman Sandusky. That ain't no surprise with him.
But as much as it ain't, you said somebody else. But just think about it. The picture his brother got caught up in, all that mouth kissing, Manny Fresh, the stuff that Turk say, it's a different flavor down there. I'm not saying they not killers, cutthroat, and all that. But it.
With Birdman and his brother, because I think that started in the house. You know what I'm saying? And they just stuck to the tradition outside that motherfucker.
Bro, it had to. Because look, the biggest telltale sign is if Terrence Gangster Williams really wanted to like justify him with that picture, he should have did that interview with a man on his lap. Why you not doing it no more? If it was you was grown as fuck. If you was doing it back then, why you not doing it now? If everybody else tripping and we looking at it wrong, why you not still doing it? Birdman, where's the last man you kissed in the mouth on camera? Lil Nas X getting down. What's holding you back? The nigga in the NFL got it. Like, I mean, if it was, you know what I'm saying? If it was cool then, why you not still doing it?
I seen one of the interviews that Williams did where he said
on camera
he was comfortable in his masculinity with letting the man sit on his lap like that.
I saw that.
His hand invested in his inner thigh.
And that nigga said, but he said, but these.
I remember the little cover they had back in 2011, 2012, came out and said that he gave Birdman business deal in front of the kid.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead. What you say?
Hey, sometimes the other nigga probably got the cheer first. He thought he was finna get.
No, but look, what y'all ain't tripping on, if they was really trying to solve the problem of not enough spots in the picture, there was a female standing in the picture. So why she don't get on the lap?
Yeah.
How was it a just think, if you get on a bus, bro, if you was raised right, and it's only one seat, and it's a female and you, who get this seat?
You know, the female sit down, cuz.
So if the seat got a swipe on top of it, damn, how you gonna beat her to the seat? You gonna give a female? Man, he was happy to hop on that swipe, bro. And then you know what really fucked me up, made me think gangster. That nigga gangster. This where he played himself. Cause that nigga was like, you know, the only thing fucked me up is I'm reading people comments and I look at the picture. I'm like, damn, why is my hand on his thigh like that?
Oh, Kanye, but that gay nigga, like Kanye, I mean, you know, you get paid for you know, promoting the gay models. You feel me? That's all Kanye was trying to do.
Gay for
trying to get that paper out of it, but you know, things do take it too far.
No, look,
they be wanting
he might have started like that. He might have started like that, but once you start admiring a culture for everything artistic they bring to the fashion arena, and you're basing your next level of your success into billionaireism off of everything that they design and they express, and you start getting hypnotized by that, and then you walk up and you see a boy that looked like a girl. Kanye got hypnotized, bro. Look, don't get it fucked up. When he was like Jesus, all that's a play on Jesus. All that Yeezy shit, all right, go ahead. Talk your shit. God complex will fuck you up.
Drag queens, you get more money. I mean,
Look, no, it's no such thing as that no more. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because they're phasing out that word. Everybody that used to be drag kings are now transgender.
Yeah, the transgenders. I mean, because you know the trans is gonna go on go feeds regardless. You feel me? They feel like they supermodels like that. So you know, I heard Kanye. You know, Kanye brand is promoting all type of models, and sometimes you get a better budget. You get a better budget when you accept the trans community. You feel me? So people be thinking like crazy. It's just like with Kanye trying to go viral with everything he say. Sometimes he be doing too much. He be trying to do too much. I mean, he don't mean it. Everybody in the world knows Kanye don't mean all the little comments, commentary he be getting. He just be trying to be comical. You feel me?
Nah, I can't speak for anybody that is apparently as intelligent as he can display to be, that is willing to publicly go so deep into certain subjects. I gotta say, I'm not giving no passes because we can't give him no credit when he say the right shit, and then don't give him no accountability when he say the wrong shit. Otherwise, he just guessing when he say the right shit. Anybody can guess right every now and then. We have to give him at least enough credit that he means everything he says, and that means there's a lot of growth needed. Because for one, when the last time you heard a billionaire feel the need to holler out, "I'm a billionaire"? And just imagine when he first realized he was a billionaire. Remember, Forbes wasn't acknowledging it. Yeah, Forbes wasn't acknowledging his billionaire status initially, and he hollered and screamed until they corrected it. And then, ever since then, I'm the first, I'm the richest. He got drunken with his riches and all that, and and he was possessed with that pork, bro. That Kardashian curse, cause he suffered worse.
Yeah, he be trying to make more money, you know, because you know when you go viral, you know Kanye used to going viral. You feel me? He be making comments that be going viral, but sometimes Kanye he chime in on other people's comments, and sometimes it be the wrong thing, and he used to look to his writers and everything.
Tell me this. Who is the American Hitler? Because listen to me. The Holocaust is often mentioned right alongside the transatlantic trade or slave trade. Our experiences, even when experts from both sides talk, they always say, "I don't want to compare suffering." And each side always concede that there is no comparison. There's a similar element to each side that no one wants to claim we went through more. Although sometimes you see our people saying we did go through more. The opposite side tends to always concede that it's either equal or it's no need to debate who went through worse. So they also reserve the right to disregard anything Hitler has ever done in society and call him the devil, poison. Everyone can say that. When Kanye happens to highlight that no one is up under the sun is 100% evil, and even the worst amongst us have done some things to appreciate, and he says that about Hitler, and he still gets buried. That was like the nail in the coffin for him. That was the worst thing he perhaps could have stated. Tell me this. Wait, hold on. Let me make my point. When it comes to us, who do we have to hold that eternal grudge against that represents America? Because they celebrate George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, everyone that has been involved with what we went through. Still, we able to look over that and say, so what? They're still great because of this or that. So why is Hitler, if our experiences are so similar, why is Hitler reserved for that much hatred and there's no one no one human in America's representation, even though so many of our icons have participated, why don't they fall into that category? I'm curious.
Right. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you why Kanye was glorifying Hitler.
No. You missing my question.
That ain't the question.
I already explained why he gave Hitler props, and I'm asking if we went through such a similar experience as the people that Hitler attacked. Why is there no one on the American side that's held to the same amount of accountability?
I agree, Keyway.
Why do we still have slave owners on our money? Why are there monuments still made toward them? Why do we still honor this Constitution that they established that did not include us as human beings? Why is
3/5 men?
Yes. Why we still preserve reverence for that? Go ahead.
Because they try to make us, come with equal rights and respect everything, so we can be respected. Sometimes they feel we gotta let go. You know how they be saying, we gotta let go and let bygones be bygones.
That's bullshit.
Because the world's moving so forward with us being Obama and all this. Because when we demonstrate, we have all these pickets and all that. They try to punish us blacks more. They try to kill us more. The cops gonna come out. You see how they tear gas all the peace demonstrations. You feel me? They chased all the people. They arrested people. It's like certain stuff we understand. We understand they gonna have they white people sooner or later. Because they got the coin with Obama. At least it ain't worth none. But he wanted the president, just like they got one with Trump on it. You feel me?
You still not homing in. You're not homing in on the actual.
Force them to Spider.
Huh? Somebody, yeah.
Take this out, cuz. This chemical again. I was going to tell you that that a lot of people don't know that the real reason why Malcolm X was murdered wasn't because of the Nation of Islam. He and Patrice Lumumba from over in Africa wanted to take the U.S. before the world court to get them tried for the inhumane treatment, murder, lynching, and everything else they did to us over here that's indigenous to this country. And before he can get that going, that's the reason why he got murked.
So
that whole thing with the Nation of Islam, that's the smoke screen.
So did Khalid Muhammad too. He was pushing that too, and he got killed.
Yeah.
And at the time, at the time of Johnny Carson's death, Johnny Cochran, one of the most effective litigators known to our society, he was in the process of tallying up what reparations should. If for all due respect and all intelligent projections, if Johnny Cochran would have lived beyond his death to a natural time, the reparations argument would be far further along, because he was working on getting that together at the time of his death as well.
So what is that thing they supposed to be doing out there in Cali right now? Because I've been hearing a lot about that in the news, about the so-called reparations issue and how they said how much money is supposed to get broke down to each individual. I think like 200 and
230. I can only gauge it.
I think it's like 250,000 or something like that. It's like 350,000, something to that effect.
It's a reported like 232 or something per. And I'm gonna tell you this: I can only gauge it by my general way I can feel what's going on based on what's been going on my whole life, and it feels like it's a real prospect for something like that to be in motion, and something like immediately we all would clap for and be happy for. But however, I've heard a lot of experts amongst our community speak on the subject matter since it's been permeating around social media, and one of the most unique perspectives that I gathered was that we are the number one consumers in society. And if you look at what our community just went through with the stimulus situation, with the PPP and the unemployment, there are experts amongst us financially that look at it as a trap, because they predict that according to our trend, they'll break bread and we will just utilize those funds to re-stimulate the economy, because more likely than not, even if it passes, there will not be lump sums of 230 given to citizens that qualify. There will be some type of payment plan.
Right.
And if you study a culture, you study a group of people, they're pretty sure that All we'll do is take it and hand it right back to them to further stimulate their economy. And it may, while it looks like they're looking out for you.
Did a skit on that, cuz.
Huh?
Dave Chappelle did a skit on that on the Chappelle show. Remember that?
No, say it once again. Say it again.
I said Dave Chappelle actually did a skit on that.
I didn't realize that.
When he was doing the Chappelle show.
That's so prophetic. I didn't even realize that. I didn't.
Yeah, there. If you go back and watch the Chappelle show, it's actually an episode on there where he did it, where they gave everybody reparations. You had what's his name? Robbins going up there rolling down. He said, "I'm rich, bitch," and he riding down the street with a cart full of truck full of cigarettes and the cartons and everything. Somebody else said they was investing in malt liquor, chicken, Cadillacs, and some other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he actually did a skit on that during his time at the Chappelle show.
You know what? I think all that is a part of the process, because I think that the richness that we possess, that it's going to take to actually shift our position, is not necessarily going to be ignited in the masses, more so in the masses within the strength of the core of the people. And I think a lot of the negative experiences are going to have to work themselves out. And I think the more we realize them and see them, we can, instead of being like, realize, yeah, we have whatever we are right now as a people has to come to it. It's not getting better. We're not going to get better without ceasing to some extent. And if the process of elimination is that a lot of the negativity has to keep to perpetuate itself until it no longer exists, I think that's what it has to take to eliminate itself from within us, because there is no message of correction that's going to go out to the masses that's going to cause multitudes to behave better to the point where we no longer face the ills that we face amongst us. More so, there's going to be more breeding. There's going to be a lot more casualties, life loss, a lot more destruction. And I think it's going to work itself out that way. So the worse the report gets, I think sometimes we got to be able to look on the bright side and realize it can't get no worse. It's got to be getting better. And eventually it's going to get better, in our lifetime or not. Because we know right now, bro, if they allocate them type of numbers to the majority of us, that's exactly what's going to happen. Just think about how few of us make up the masses of actual rich people, but every time someone amongst us becomes what we consider rich, how hard they try, if that's not their motive, but how obvious it is every time you see them. Versus our counterparts, sometimes they'll have on an item like a belt that costs $800, but because of it's not the one you know about, it's not because they're flashing it. Or they might be rich, but then they'll have on a belt that you can find at Ross. It's not like because they have obtained this type of financial security, they feel motivated to display it constantly like us. And I'm not necessarily saying it's a negative thing, because when you look at our ancestry, it seems like the ones amongst us adorned themselves with the minerals of the earth constantly. Gold was something that kings and warriors and other type of stones, they used to put them on their bodies and adorn themselves with them. And I believe it is part of our innate culture. However, in a climate of survival, I think we have to be more shrewd and more appropriate with the way we apply our funds, and think about our time here as individuals is very short in comparison to our plight as a people. And a lot of what we do has to be focused to the plight of the people, man. There is an inward personal perspective, but then there's a perspective of the people that came before us that made us capable of even to experience the reality that we experience, and what is our responsibility to the future if we're benefiting from those who suffered in the past. And we have to find a way to balance that as people. Anybody with me? Am I rambling too much?
Nah, you right.
You all the way on point with that, bro, because just think about this. If they decide to take their foot off our neck and give us the reparations and we get that money, now, once we get that money, we have to be smart enough to invest that money into our future. Instead of going, fucking it off on this, fucking it off on that, we got to invest into our future, because we got family that's coming up behind us and family coming up behind them and behind them. So we got to start setting a better stage.
And see, this is my thing. This is my perspective. I agree with you a Google %, right? But then I realized in my realistic mind that if they hit us with it, the majority are not going to do what we know needs to be done. But I believe that what we possess within us, that if just enough of us do it, it can establish something. And the destruction that is caused by those that don't participate, I think is going to have to continually perpetuate itself until it no longer exists. And those of us that are awoke and are on it are just going to have to continue to do the positive things. I don't think it's going to be an obvious immediate switch in percentage of people that are applying themselves to the appropriate process. I think throughout time, just those that are really sturdy and strong will make a gradual effect to where eventually, and I believe it's going to be beyond our lifetime, where we actually flip the full script. But I think we're looking for too much of a actual result for our actual time frame. I think we just have to apply ourselves and then just believe that the future will take care of itself, because I don't understand a message, an incident that's going to cause enough amongst us immediately right now to do the thing that we would desire to see done.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. That's true.
Because just think about it too, and this is like not really homing in on the same concept, but it's the same subject matter. Just think of the fact that we're still contemplating and waiting on it when out of nowhere we're up to like 50 trillion over to Ukraine. Biden just approved a whole nother like 3 trillion. So when they want to come up with it, they can come up with it. And if Johnny Cochran had the figures figured out by now, the check should be getting cut. So progress is a lot slower than what we would like to be sometimes. If you want radical progress, I think you have to make radical actions. And I think they got us so rocked to sleep in our society that no one feels motivated to be radical, because no one feels like they would kick off a movement. There will be no follow-up. There'll just be a shot in the dark like Christopher Donner. And I think if more people felt like they would spark a movement, there'll be more physical resistance to this anarchy.
Yeah, we should make the move, because look, you giving all that money to Ukraine, you should be giving it to the county, to the government, to the blacks out here that worked all these many years, and you cutting county, you cutting all, but you got all this money to give you to Ukraine. Some Iranians that blew up everything, they're killing everybody, Taliban and all this coming to America, killing everybody. You're giving all our money to these people, these terrorists, so they could come and get and build more, build a better atom bomb and blow up everybody. Where you could give it to the county and start help remodeling these schools, getting more funding. Putting the county back to where it was. Turn these checks up for these women. Like they had better budgets back in the day. I mean, it's time to help lower down these prices on this food. You feel me? If you'd have gave that to the budget, you could have lowered down this food, lowered down this gas, lowered down this rent.
But see, they give money to everybody. They give money to everybody, bro. They give money to other countries. They give money to other races. That's us.
That's why
the most enslaved people. We always gonna be put on the back burner.
That's why I believe they understand the potential if just a nice solid core of us possess. It don't have to be the majority of us. It just have to be another percentage other than what is, to a certain degree. We can still be the minority, but possess a certain higher rate of percentage of the wealth. I think they fear the progress that is inevitable. We are potentially the most explosive community in all realms if we can create some cohesiveness. And that's what we've been robbed of, and that's what we have not been able to realize and reconnect with, is that cohesiveness that everyone else seems to have. They situations are not perfect. They have crime one amongst each other. Shit don't go right, backstabbing, bad business. But they have enough commitment to core cohesiveness that they all seem to perform better as a community compared to us. And I think that, like I say, before we have a lot of the participants have a change of mind, I think the position we are is going to cause a lot of us to eliminate ourselves, and we'll have a lot less of those negative cells and seeds to be partaking in our future. And I think that's just the way it's going to be. I think that's the most practical, obvious way. There's not going to be like all of a sudden just grows of us coming to a new understanding. But however, there will be a lot of pockets of very strong, influential people that will be able to spark the minds and brains of Fuse and Tools and Fuse and be able to be benefiting from not being able, even gang bang veterans are not typically raising gang bang children this generation. It's a shift in energy. And I think a lot of it is gonna play out like that.
Yeah, but because it's like this. I mean, we trying. You feel me? Because they the reason why we down so far because they destroyed minority rights. You feel me? All that money that was funding black businesses, a lot of black businesses closed because the white man took that money from us. And all of a sudden you talk about giving it back, but you rearranged it and gave it to others too. But they was already getting money. You know, I mean, everybody was being funded. I mean, not us as blacks. All the money that came for minority rights, that's blacks way in the 60s picketing and stacking money because it wasn't equal rights. You feel me? From the beginning. So we built our own budgets. We made nonprofits like the Panthers that helped and all these different organizations that had to help watch the kids, watch ourselves. You feel we had to police ourselves in the streets. You feel first. That's where gangbanging came from. Our black brothers was black power. You know, they went to prison. You know, trying to make a better life for blacks because you know the white man was beating us, hanging us, burning us alive. Just like the Jews was being done by Hitler. That's why Kanye joke was like, oh yeah, the Hitler was a good because he killed white people instead of just black.
Hey, you know what?
That's the great joke he
made.
Hey,
you know what you remind me of? I talked about earlier when the homie Herb first came on that I listened to an interview from Lil Richard in the 70s. And on this interview, the white man was interviewing him, and he was talking about how he gave his life to the Lord. He no longer rock and roll. And the interviewer was asking him how he came to that, how he got to that point in his life, and he gave a few stories. But one of the stories he gave was about how his homies kidnapped the white dude, put him in the trunk, and just knocked him over for being on the wrong side of town. And that was in 1979. He gave this interview, and he had sympathy for the white man. But I was just thinking, like, damn, that's what the black street hoodlums used to be on. What happened to that? How we get to? We was on that at one time. These was just some niggas that caught one slipping and they tripped on him in revenge. How did they dilute that energy from amongst us, bro?
I don't know, man. You know, it's complicated out here, man.
I think they was able to do that spotter by introducing all the homosexual shit. In honesty, you know what I mean? Because had that not been introduced into the game the way that it is heavily now, you can see it on commercials, movies, TV, television shows, all that. It's everywhere. They kissing, hugging each other, all that. So to break us down as black men, you know, introduce the homosexual shit into every category of life. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
crazy because
made us weaker, honestly.
More often now, I see them just hitting us over the head with these commercials about regular everyday products, and it's showing home and life and family, and they show regular husband, wife, couples flashing it, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's two of us. Neither of them look compromised as far as masculinity, but they're off. It's obvious they're engaging in a matrimonial type relationship. It's just splashed everywhere.
Yeah, they replaced the woman. They replaced the woman with the man.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say that's part of COINTELPRO.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Well, hold up, y'all. Remember I was talking about what Lil Richard said, right? Now, I just recall, he said he had a light-skinned friend, and the black boys thought he was white, and they did what they did to him. But just listen to what he said.
Then I have another friend named Curly Knight that he was in Los Angeles. He was a light-complected black man, and they said these 15-year-old boys thought he was white. It really don't matter what color he was. He was a man that Jesus made and Jesus died for. They took him and put him in the trunk of the car, drove him over the city, and he could hear them talking about how they was going to kill him. They went and got the butcher knife, cut him up, put him between two houses, called the policeman and told the policeman that they found a dead man. But what the policeman didn't know, that they are the ones that killed him. Then I had another friend that my birthday was December 5th. I went to his house.
I say all that to say this. If you think about how vicious we seem to be toward one another, caught somebody slipping because you thought the wrong color. Just think that color was the color of their skin. Now it done got flipped to the color of your rag amongst your own brother. Blows my mind. Something that the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, highlight and point out biblically that is supposed to point out and describe who the children of Israel actually are. There are curses on them that says you will have hate for your brother for no reason. Outside of the fact that they say you're going to be taken out of your land and all that, it describes a people that are going to hate their brother for no reason. And I don't know who else hates one another for no reason like us, bro. Something that happened. That cannot be accidental, that our grimy energy was directed to that target and then it got flipped. And you hear about the FBI infiltrating the Panthers and all these such and said things. And now
Pro, my brother.
Talk that talk. Please explain, because I've heard that phrase quite a bit in the last year or so, and a lot of us are not quite familiar with COINTELPRO is.
COINTELPRO was started by Jaguar Hoover when they tried to dismantle the Panthers and everything, and then they was trying to dismantle the whole civil rights movement at hand, period, because they didn't want us unified, because they said what he said was, he said, the most dangerous thing to America is black unity. That's what J. Edgar Hoover came out and said in his mouth before.
Oh, my mama, I've heard that.
They did all they could, like from emasculation to removing the fathers from the home during the 70s when they was giving out welfare, to the gangbanging situation, to drugs in the neighborhood, to guns in the neighborhood, you name it, redlining, the projects, all this part of COINTELPRO. All of it. It was all about design, sir.
So COINTELPRO basically describes having somebody on the inside infiltrating a movement.
Yes, sir.
That's them KKKs that was sitting in there in the mosque. You feel me? You know, cause back in the days when Malcolm X was in there, you know, it was the white people watching the hit. You feel me? That's how they control you, man.
And the deep part about it is
they control it.
They come in, watch you. They applaud you. They applaud you.
Either attack this nigga or die. You feel me? You know, they was trying to say Malcolm X was snitching and all that. You know how it's the same divide and conquer thing. You feel me? Turn these bunch of niggas over here against you. First you infiltrate, you get some whites talking bad about him. You feel me? You get some whites talking back because they're already your brother. You know, oh yeah, we all praying together. You know, we all praying together. So that's gonna divide and conquer. They're gonna have these cats over here like, oh, I'm hating on this fool, but the simple fact he hating on white people. You feel me? And they like, oh, I got some white people in my family. Now I want to bust your head for disrespecting these white people. You know, like something petty. You feel me? You gotta look at it from the inside. The inside looking in, looking out, whatever. You feel me?
No, I feel
it's gonna always be a dividing.
I feel you loud and clear. I understand you saying that it's a plot and infiltration and a actual intentional process of getting the discord cracking. And that's why I realized that the cohesiveness is going to have to be created by eliminating outside interests. It's so deep that it can't even be all of us. Because even if you watch the Nat Turner story, at the time they was revolting and experiencing positive results, it was one of amongst us that got the cold feet and went back and gave the intel to the backup, and they was able to like smash us out earlier than they would have. Yeah, so before we
that's the story of Freddie Hampton Jr. With Freddie Hampton, that happened to him because they infiltrated with one of us, was going back with the info, and then they used the Chicago PD to go in there and spray the place up and try to kill everybody that was in there.
Hoodie from the hood. I see my homie.
Y'all gotta remember them same methods has been applied to every black leader that 90 seconds. Yeah, man, think about when Marcus Garvey was trying to do his shit.
You're right.
He got infiltrated by one of our own.
You're right.
It's just like this, you know, because I'm a Turner. I mean, you know,
hold up, y'all. Hold up.
I'm part of Turner, so that story was passed on to us. See, what my people say, it was just a lot of infiltration. You feel me? We was trying to help others, but they was infiltrating. You know, I mean, because you know when somebody get cracked, they you know, they torture them.
See,
you know, they put the torture down.
But this is why. But see, this is why.
Trying to say, you know, they trying to get the word out to say they people. They trying to say they people. But at the same time, it's gonna be some casualties. You feel me? If you caught and they trying to kill you, you trying to get the word, trying to get your people to come save you. At the same time, it's gonna be some leaks, and you know everything ain't a solid ship. You know, even some ships, you know, went under in the water. You feel me?
But see,
everything gonna be perfect. But we free now, though. That's the only thing.
I mean, we free in a sense. We are. But how many amongst us are free enough to not have to tap into the system established by the same energy in order to sustain yourself? And the moment you disconnect yourself from that system, you cease to exist. And the fact,
10 seconds.
You know, this is freedom, bro. Freedom is when you can cultivate and maintain your whole existence without sustaining financially, directly, the establishment of someone outside your culture. Like this, if you are of Korean descent, you can live right here amongst us and spend every dollar you ever spend in Koreatown with someone that looks just like you. If you are Latino, you have that possibility of experience. If you are Caucasian, you can choose to spend each dollar that you decide to spend with someone that looks just like you. The only people that I know amongst us that are not capable of executing that type of existence are us. And that's freedom. So as long as we think we free because we have people like LeBron James and we can run around here and get jobs and cash checks, we're not going to ever establish freedom. Freedom is being able to sustain our existence without depending on anyone outside of our culture. That is actual freedom.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get these black dollars together. You ain't never lied with that part. We got to get our minds together. We got to sit together, pray together. I mean, it's gonna take a minute. You feel me? That wrong one building a day. You feel me? The world. I mean, the world. It been centuries. You feel me? We done been in slavery. We done came out. We done became the president. We the vice president. I mean, the time is gonna happen. They might not want it, but it's gonna happen because we making moves. You feel me?
There you go.
We thank God. See, we went after the first thing, like my grandparents and them, the Turners, helped free us first. Went for freedom first. You go for freedom first. You know, free your mind first. Free your body. Free your mind. Free your soul and your spirit. You feel me? And then everything else gonna follow. You feel me? Stay focused with God. Don't forget that great book. You feel me? Because when you need an encouraging word, when you need some positivity, when you want a positive, not just standpoint place to go to church. You know, get God his moment. You know, give him a moment. Yeah, that might be the thing that save your life. Instead of being out there in these crazy streets, get God a minute, or just sit down and pray. If you can't go to church, just whatever you feel. If you're a Muslim, a Buddhist, a Jew, do you? You feel me? If you don't even believe in church, just take a moment out to meditate. You feel me? Take some time for yourself to get your mind right. Try to find an inside peace with yourself. You feel me? Or with your family, your daughters, your kids. If you're gay, find a peace with your lover. You feel me? Do something for yourself.
Man, you keep throwing in support for that side, bro. And I'm not promoting nothing that promotes them to go deeper into that direction. I'm going to either leave them alone or speak how I think on that subject, which is not promotional of it. So I prefer to leave them alone than to throw in little lines that support them to go further in that direction. So, you know, on my mama, you could have, on my mama, you dig it like, nah, you know, we didn't. That could have been left out.
Right.
I was rolling with you till you. They're not inclusive in all my thoughts.
Good look. Okay, this is the part that y'all was on. I didn't get to say. You know, the devil is taking over the airwaves, the TV, the radio. You feel me? Because they taking all that money. I mean, you know, they getting paid. The gays is paying them that bread to get on. But they missing the moral issue. Putting that on there, brainwashing the babies thinking this is the equal rights and they can do whatever.
Think about this. Outside of them. Outside of them, when it comes to marketing, promotion, and just designs, where often do you see rainbow colors outside of them represent them? In all of society.
The rainbow.
Before you realize it was they shit, who do we use rainbows to entice?
Little girls,
kids. Yeah, exactly. So right now I have a 3. My granddaughter will be 3 on the 21st. So often I'm watching content designed for children. All the layouts are rainbow. All the colors are included. That's what they utilize to catch their attention and captivate them. Now the rainbow is so closely associated with such an adult concept. Where does the line? Where do you blend it? Where do you? It's like it's a subtle, man. That shit deep, bro. With the P word, the end with the 5.
They baiting them in from a young age.
From day one, they conditioning them to accept what that grown rainbow represents.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't no leprechaun.
Yeah, you gotta learn where to draw the line at.
They drawing the line at no line, and you got to understand that lasciviousness, the end of it is pedophilia, bro. As you keep thinking,
there ain't no pot of gold at the end of that one.
No, but it's not. But they believe that it is a pot of gold. They believe the sensuality of our youth is a pot of gold. That's what they're seeking.
The only reason why a lot of these little girls being gay, because they doing that gay porn. You feel me? Money, and a lot of these little boys is being gay for that bread. You feel me?
Let me tell you something.
That media, that's that industry. That's that adult industry. You know, they pay you a little bit more. When you fill out that paperwork, they like, oh yeah, you wanna do you want trans? You wanna do this? You wanna let them lick on you just a little bit? We just dig up.
Hey look, on my mama. I swear to God, cuz every time Gus speak up, hey, that nigga sound over familiar with the way they shit go, my nigga. What's happening with you, cuz?
Yeah, you started to make me second guess some shit, bro.
Oh, mama.
What it is, I be dealing with that.
You the only real brand against the grain, though. You speaking up for that. We not advertising for this.
I deal with models and strippers and porno star chicks. Like my boy, we got.
Oh, so you deal with a lot of them.
Okay.
You deal with a lot of them.
I ain't finished.
Oh, go ahead. Let them talk.
Women. You know, right now we got a little event we finna do with some women. They finna break it down. I'm finna rub down the women, put some lotion on them. So we got a magazine cracking and $1,000 a page, right cracking. We got $1,000 a page. Any chicks can get in the magazine for the ball. You feel me? I got a plug right now. You know, you do your little centerfold layout, whatever, how you get out. You feel me? We got a little modeling cracking, little get nude, whatever. Do some porn, you know. Because you want to know what I'm.
Hey, so do you take the same approach? Do you take the same approach when it's a male model?
He has to.
Come on now, my nigga. You
got to.
Keep it money, my nigga.
No, keep it a Google, bro. Keep it a Google, bro. Bro, no, I'm gonna keep it a Google, bro. It's hard to believe that you could be that knee deep into that industry and you still discriminating on bread, cuz. Anybody that deep in that know how to turn a blind eye to a nigga that want to get $1.
Yeah, you know how to deal with him,
cuz. And guess what else you got to be? You got to be a nigga that know how to appreciate the way a man is built from head to toe in that parameter in order to promote that type of content. Because guess what? On my mama, they got a thing in the NFL called the Combine. And all the motherfucking scouts and owners and managers show up to the Combine to see everything you working with. And in that motherfucking industry, the tools that they interested in are slightly different. And you got to be invested in all that, my nigga. No, my mama. Just to acknowledge.
You gotta have an eye for the prize.
Hey, we put male category who want to be rappers too. We putting cats who want to be rappers in the magazine too.
Hey,
but
that's wait, look, hold on. I'm gonna make sure I get your number because that sounds some real business though. Like I ain't gonna even clown, I ain't gonna front. But hold on. In the meantime, we is in the midst of an indie hour. My nigga Chemical gave me the record, blessed me. Who was it? Is it J Dog? J Dog featuring T-Lo. This embedded neighborhood. J Outlaw featuring T Dot embedded.
My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. And you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. And you know I run the show. This causes for a replay. Your bra give D-face, your pockets on prepaid. Living La Vida Loca, swag Felipe. Somebody call Charisma, this song gon' need a DJ. My life like a marathon, I stay on my nip pace. I really do my own thing, do it in my own lane. Breathe easy, drop jewels, do it for pressure case. So many round trips, I need new Louis cases. I ain't never been basic, do it for the blue faces. But I love old money, I ain't never been racist. Really love Ben Franklin, call me legend in the making. Enlighten my mind frame, you know my flow is amazing. Unorthodox style, but I'm flying, I'm really blazing. Hotter than a sauna, you see I'm really going crazy. Racing my destiny, about time that I really made it. You know I does my stuff, a major profit in the making, for real. My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. And you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. And you know I run the
It's
show.
semi forward song embedded. 60s to the 40s, gang. 50s to the 90s on the hood, my niggas rolling. Really? T-Dot name golden. Stamp. Get your shit swollen. Quick. Might have to hit the yard to understand the rank I'm holding. I done did it where you couldn't. Be reppin' where I shouldn't. Respected by my hoodlums. Connected with my Muslims. Real. History with Overhill. 61st and Long Street. What you know about Keita Rock? What you know about Big Squeak? Marco show the local love. 57 Fifth Ave. You can't ball around here if we ain't sign that gym pass. You don't want them scandal niggas looking for your bitch ass. Ride down, we gon' make that whip crash. Nigga, I bought Crenshaw to ATA. Certified, safe to say. Real dope, 88. Real smoke, Flavor Flav. We make sure the hood straight. We make sure them kids ate. Bring that fake bang around here, we have a field day. Neighborhood.
My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. And you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. And you know I run the show.
Mama J Outlaw featuring T-Dot. My niggas from Rich Rolling. We in the Black Box, Real Near Radio. We come to the time of the show that we call Last Words. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of my peoples online. I'm going to leave the last words for Creep the Crip and Eastside Herb. So 313-424. Last words on the two of y'all. Break bread.
Yes, sir. And we're going to keep it positive, we're going to keep it productive, and we're going to keep the Google, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it progressive for our people, you know what I mean? On hood.
That's perfect. On my mama. Perfectly precise.
Yes, sir.
What's your area code?
313.
Much love for Def Dope, Black Box Productions. It's on you, 424. Go ahead and let it go.
Okay, we're gonna keep it a Google with you and tell you we gotta keep God first. We're gonna try to say free Young Blue and cats like Kanye. You know, you trying to go viral, but you know, keep it a Google. Stay solid with yourself. Think about what you say first, Kanye, because you do a lot of lit. You feel me? And to the blacks in the world, you know, we're gonna try to get this money. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't get along with the different races. But we gonna keep it at Google and give it to God first. We gonna pray before we rush head in first and in a bed. You feel me? Because a lot of times we deal with people and we can't even deal with ourselves and the money, and we lose all the money. You feel me? We lose all, because y'all know too much about this money. How the black women looking at us crazy. You feel me? So you know we gotta get this money, but we gonna give it to God first.
Amen. I appreciate you, man. Last words. Eastside Herb Creek the Crib. It's on y'all.
Yeah, Chelly. All I'm going to say is, you know, stand up and stand tall. You know, if you a man, be a man. You know, you was born a man, be a man, you know. And keep your hands in your own damn pocket. Don't be sticking your hands in no other man's pocket.
Stop pocket watching. Keep your eyeballs off a nigga pocket, because the closest thing to a nigga pocket is his pecker. And if you watch a nigga pocket, you can't help but peep his pecker. So you Peter gazing and knock it off. Keep your eyes off the next nigga pocket. Stop pocket watching, because you Peter gazing.
Salute. And if you get that special invitation to that party that you got to sell your soul to enter the door, just think twice before you enter that motherfucker.
Or go ahead and enter it so we can count you off the list and get you out the way, because I think it's a process of elimination anyway. Go ahead. We need to know all the ones that stand sturdy regardless. Baymac at all costs. By the way, though, like, Creep the Crip, it's on you. Last word.
Last word gonna be, man, I love you, Spider-Man.
Likewise,
I love you, bro. I love what you bring to the show. You know what I'm saying? You never seems to be amazing, man, what you bring to the show, bro. And I encourage everybody to keep tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Keep tapping in, man, because y'all gonna get a blend of beautiful content. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's Baymac.
Oh, my mama. For Def Dope, appreciate you, Crippin'. Whoa. That's another episode in the Black Box. Y'all, appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, because the only options is to tap in or tap out anyway. And we got it in here. We did it fast. Word. And those are going to be my last words.
This is my Don declaration, define expectations, inspired to aspire to higher elevation. Started at Genesis, read the entire Revelation, dedication, meditation, and some fire medications. Word, finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't worried, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. And just so y'all know for sure that I'm serious, y'all can put this right before the period. She slipped the digits, I hit her with a digicard. She came to visit, hit it hard by the mini bar. I made her roar like the engine in my Hemi car. Way before she came to listen to my seminar. Every time I'm done, she always want more. Keep a contour in her back for the encore. I paint a picture like we was playing Pictionary with perfect diction. I take you through the dictionary. Y'all can have an introduction and an intermission. They finna listen for it's finished, just a benediction. You ain't heard, I ain't worried, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't worried, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I used to tell my testimony to the whole church. Now I stepped into the cipher once I soul search. Visualize the pain I'm bearing when it's verbalized. No more rehearsal, now you're staring in my herbal eyes. Turned them on, they all turned around, returned to lies. Despise this truth that I eternally internalized. I hate her, laugh now, cry later. Why hate a player when I'm just getting my paper? Your dialogue, that's a lot of lies to digest. Until I die, I guess I'ma have to digress. Chase the pay like she the one that got away. Remy shot a day, that's all I really gotta say. You ain't heard, I ain't worried, I ain't scared. been through some ups and downs. Now I got the last word. Finna clown. Now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't worried, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs. Now I got the last word. Finna clown. Now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word.
I was on a jail call, but they gon' have to call back. I would holler free cuz, but they ain't gon' do that. Last nigga tried me, got his shit blew back. Shit crazy in the hood, you gotta keep your 2 straps. It get crazy in the hood, but we controlling all that. You know the hoes gon' be hoes and hood rats is hood rats. Me gun smoking, 2-Face, spent the lap a couple times on the yard, but I got tired of doing that. Nephew will tell you when I ran out my sack, I was cutting down pills, but they could tell it wasn't crack. Not too many niggas get down like way back. I would holler free ghosts, but they don't want the loc back. I was on the lane, sipping on the block with no strap. I ain't never did that since last time I did that. Would be telling if I said that when they got some get back. Drugs in my body, I'm just trying to get back. Packing the mail, wrapped in a gift wrap. When your name ringing bells, ain't no time to fix that. 4800 when my bed rolled back. Yard on the roof, mandatory for the blacks. 6-man sale, got my store on my rack. Selling on the payphone, trying to get his bitch back. Not too many niggas get down like way back. I would holler free blue, but here S&Y rat. Trying to be true, but you can't define that. Go against the line, gotta push the line back. Go against mine, we got 99 straps. Guns in my hood, same kind as Iraq. Blending in the wood, I forgot to pass back. Strings on the hoodie, tied like a wave cap. Bullet from an F&N, push you way back. Time in the pen, never get my days back. Each perk 10 cost $20 flat. If you want it fronted, I need 25 back. Last nigga tried me, got his shit blew back. Shit crazy in the hood, you gotta keep your 2 straps. It get crazy in the hood, but we controlling all that. You know the hoes gon' be hoes and hood rats is hood rats. Me gun smoking, 2-Face, spent the lap a couple times on the yard, but I got tired of doing that. Nephew will tell you when I ran out my sack, I was cutting down pills, but they could tell it wasn't crack. Not too many niggas get down like way back. I would holler free ghosts, but they don't want the loc back. I was on the lane, sipping on the block with no strap. I ain't never did that since last time I did that. Would be telling if I said that when they got some get back. Drugs in my body, I'm just trying to get back. Packing the mail, wrapped in a gift wrap. When your name ringing bells, ain't no time to fix that.
My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in this script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. GA, this causes for a replay. Your bra give D-face, your pockets on prepaid. Living la vida loca, swag Felipe. Somebody call charisma, this song gon' need a DJ. My life like a marathon, I stay on my nip pace. I really do my own thing, do it in my own lane. Breathe easy, drop jewels, do it for pressure case. So many round trips, I need new Louis cases. I ain't never been basic, do it for the blue faces. But I love old money, I ain't never been racist. Really love Ben Franklin, call me legend in the making. Enlighten my mind frame, you know my flow is amazing. Unorthodox style, but I'm fly and I'm really blazing. Hotter than a sauna, you see I'm really going crazy. Embracing my destiny, about time that I really made it. You know I does my stuff, a major profit in the making, for real. My soul is embedded in the script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in the script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I've been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the
it's
show.
It's semi-forward song embedded. 60s to the 40s, gang. 50s to the 90s on the hood, my niggas rolling. Really? T-Dot name golden. Down. Get your shit swollen. Quick. Might have to hit the yard to understand the rank I'm holding. I done did it where you couldn't. Be reppin' where I shouldn't. Respected by my hoodlums. Connected with my Muslims. Real. History with Overhill. 61st and Long Street. What you know about Keita Rock? What you know about Big Squeak? Marco show the local love. 57 Fifth Ave. You can't ball around here if we ain't sign that gym pass. You don't want them scandal niggas looking for your bitch ass. Ride down, we gon' make that whip crash. Nigga, I bought Crenshaw to ATA. Certified, safe to say. Real dope, 88. Real smoke, Flavor Flav. We make sure the hood straight. We make sure them kids, ayy. Bring that fake banging around here, we have a field day. Neighborhood.
My soul is embedded in the script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show. My soul is embedded in the script and I know it's in us, not on us, so we been trying to go. I been on deck and I put on for my coast from the west to the east. Yeah, you know I run the show.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we trying to solve involved?
Mathematical mode, marathoning, making moves taken. The heartbreaking news made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, stay confused. Waking up shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now stakes is huge. Snakes and fakes straddling the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent visions gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never save me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Pluto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides twice? I couldn't view the slide twice, cause they crucified Christ.
no nut with no whack ass in the head.
Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When I'm naked, I lay on my side, I lay on my stomach, I lay on my back.
No Hanes, Calvin Klein, Fruit of the Looms, mushroom moon, suited up in the room, waiting to be manipulated, mounted and mauled. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down to your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly, cause cuz bit the pillow laying literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls clubhouse, pyro, belly down, booty up, buns out, lucky. She work with the creep and the duct tape. Freaky ass fetish film, one man fuck tape. Wiretap nigga, known to tip the laws off. Nasty on the camera with your motherfucking drawers off.
You be screaming till you pass out. Who knew you did it with your ass out? Talking till you blue in the face. I'm just trying to take dude to the bank, 2 to the face, 2, 2, 3 is a K, and K can't make you a real nigga. I pray for any nigga that deal with you. I shoot the Tommy off the hill, figure wow. This might have put you on the menu. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you. Big business what I'm into. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When you get caught up, I hope them statements don't get bored up. We them niggas that's wicked, no need to warn us on one. Out lurking looking for a Vic. Nigga thinking with his dick, that's an easy lick. Kicking the doors, notorious, is well known. Talk tough, but only gangsta on a cell phone. Just know the G's gon' get it in on the mission. Before it's done, they ain't leaving a witness. Back out, running the crib like a trap house. Straps out, can't do shit cause you assed out. Could get you lined by an internet diva. Ain't it ironic how my sister named Mika?
Have your camera ass up, looking back. Somebody please tell me what kind of gangster is that? Thought you was a real one, but I take that back. You a sus nigga with a team full of rats. Keep losing respect, you can't get back. I know you know some real niggas, but you ain't that. You a certified weirdo, always talking this and that. How you calling niggas out when you the same type of cat? Type of work popped up, and where the fuck you at? No smut on your name, nigga, what the fuck is that? Rock me calling hoes like don't forget the strap. Waiting until he get his ass cheeks clapped.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
Whole new meaning when we say you niggas whack now. Weird niggas better check these whole bitches back. How you represent your hood, getting caught with your ass out. You with the industry, I think that nigga really trapped now. And I'ma take the side that I'm supposed to. You on Clubhouse, you should be on Pro Tools. I wouldn't sign to you, all your artists old news. Nigga think you should night, this ain't the old school. From North Cali to the South, nigga. We hate watching niggas crash out, nigga. You too old to be doing shit for clout, nigga. We ain't with the going out like a clown, nigga. You know you wrong, nigga. How the fuck you get caught without them drawers, nigga? Hella old and exposed, like come on, nigga. Now that big U cosign is gone, nigga.
Whack 100, face all bumpy. Egghead nigga, mama shoulda named you Humpty. I dump thee, nigga, you are nothing. We all know the story, you the draws down, homie. DOE, I do my dirt by my loan. And don't let me catch you in Kentucky. KY Jelly probably all that you want. And I bet you the booty goon that Ray J was flaunting. I heard you a rat, that's why you like to fuck with him. Fruit booty nigga on Clubhouse, ass up with him. All that pot shit, and that nip shit, it makes sense why you and Cali watching Nip Dick. On Netflix, wanna be tycoon. Heard about that Whack 100, Jeffrey Dahmer Part 2. Draws down your new name, and nigga, oh the irony. Your face look like Warren Fish burned or the butt cheek. It's real rap, all facts over feelings. It's a hit on your name, and you know I'ma kill it. SBI say to get him. You know a nigga whack, it took 15 minutes just to hop on the track. Boy,
don't get caught with your drawers down.
They telling me it's a nigga laying on the bed.
Jaguur and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.